Hey, hi everybody.
How's it going, peeps?
Hey, that was a sentence, I swear to God. Anyway, we took a week off. Some of us have to work. That sucks. But we're back now. Hopefully we don't have any more issues. We got so much to cover. That's why I'm talking fast. We got mock drafts to go over. And what we did was... Actually, I'll talk about that when we get to the mock draft thing. Couple things I'm going to go over. Obviously, a list of bullshit Skip Bayless says because it's been a couple weeks. But I can speed through that pretty quick. You got through season 3. You finished season 3 of Attack on Titan?
No, I think I'm pretty close to the end.
Oh, you motherfucker! All right, never mind then.
Why?
Because I thought when we get to the end of season 3, we can like discuss heavy because season 4 is short and
is it over?
Until the fall. I read the manga, so I know what happens.
That's
But anyway, so point being, I thought we were gonna have more to talk about, but we can talk about where you're at. But anyway. Mock draft is going to take a minute, so I'll try to get through some of this other stuff first because other people care more about that than the mock draft is kind of for us. But anyway, so first, Knights of the Old Republic is officially, it's been announced, is being remade for next-gen consoles. Yeah, it's coming out. It's being remade. There's this, I don't know when it's going to come out, but they are working on it. It is in production. It's happening.
I never got to play it.
Well, I played it a little bit, and I tried to play it on my phone.
So Jordy Cakes. Shout out to you, Jordy, if you ever see this.
Hokage, I would love for him to...
He played it, and he loved it.
Yeah, I've heard amazing things. A friend of mine had an Xbox, and I played with him a couple times. And then, like I said, I played a couple on my phone, but like...
OG Xbox with those those brick controllers?
Dog, the original Xbox controller is called the Duke.
Yeah, because you could literally...
knock somebody out with a fuck, yeah.
Kill somebody.
Just beat him to death with the Duke controller.
And then you could go right back to playing the first Halo. It wouldn't even break.
All right, so I had a couple things I want to go over. First... Do you think the Bengals should trade for Julio? Oh, the audio fucked up on our audio-only version of this podcast.
Now you get to see some real-life action stuff.
Oh, God, son of a bitch. All right, so what we'll do is... Let's record from here. Anyway, what I was saying was... I got a couple questions or a couple things I want to talk about before we get into the mock draft, because I think that's going to take up the majority of our time. And then we'll probably end it cussing about Attack on Titan, because that's what we do. Now... First,
I bet people can't wait for this show to be over so they can stop hearing me talk about it.
The question was posed, I think, before the draft, and we didn't get to talk about it immediately after. I don't think they would do it now, but should they trade for Julio Jones?
The Bengals?
Yeah.
I think the Falcons should trade Julio.
I agree. Everybody keeps saying they shouldn't. The only reason you don't...
For?
Well, because Matt Ryan is still going to be worth $40 million.
Yeah,
so you want to...
Yeah, the whole reason why you didn't take a quarterback was that reason right there.
Right. What I'm saying is... You want to keep your offense as souped up as possible to help Matt Ryan as much as possible. Yeah. If you were going to get rid of Matt Ryan this year or next, you trade Julio. But if you're going to keep him because his cap hits $45 million and you're not going to pay him that much to not play,
yeah, the longer you wait to trade Julio,
the less his value is. Yeah, no, I agree. We've been saying for months, the fucking Ravens should trade for Julio Jones. I don't think the Bengals will now because they got 3 young receivers.
San Francisco.
Shut up.
No, but I think a contender that literally needs the one more piece.
Baltimore's up there, man.
I'd like to see him go to like the Chiefs.
No.
That way he can win a ring right away.
They need more defensive help.
Yeah,
they
did.
Even if he goes
to the Bengals, he's not enough to push them over the top. That defense is still suspect.
The defense is ass. Obviously, we'll talk about their draft.
Him and Jamar Chase is going to be nice, but.
Yeah, but you got T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd though. Like
Bengals still fucked up.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Second, since we're on draft team things, I got 2 draft questions. First, if there was a punter who was guaranteed to pin the other team on the 1-yard line, no matter where he punted from, would you take him with the first overall pick?
No, not a punter, man. Because I like to hope that my punter's not out there enough.
Sure, but if you're the first overall pick, the team,
for example, number 1 overall pick, listen, to pick a punter.
The first overall, for example, the Jacksonville Jaguars this year, okay, picked 1 overall. They lost 8 one-score games. That difference could be your other team having to drive 99 yards.
I didn't realize they were so buns.
They won their first game and lost 15 in a row. But anyway, I would take him 1 overall.
You know, I just realized the Eagles lost their last game on purpose so they could draft earlier.
Yeah.
Then they proceeded to trade back.
Yeah. And then trade up.
So 1 spot. So nobody.
They jumped 2.
Well,
they went from 6 to 12.
And then
12 to 10.
Yeah.
Because they had to jump over the Giants. Listen, we'll talk about it more when we get to draft day. I would pick him 1 overall strictly because field.
If you're a Buns team and like you know that you're not like sold that there is a number 1 guy, then yeah, sure. But could you imagine your punter is your star player on your team?
Okay, but I'm telling you, let's say you go 3 and out on your own 5. You can put them to the 1.
Okay, first of all, if he's not punting if he can kick that well. He's kicking. Like,
no, he's a punter.
I'm making him do both.
Well, kicking is not the same thing as punting, so it wouldn't equate.
He's doing both.
No, he's not.
If he's got that fucking strong of a leg,
it's not the same.
He can at least knock it in from 50, 55.
It's a special trait that he can only do it when he punts. Anyway, I think you're wrong.
I wouldn't.
Second draft question, now involving a kicker. I fucking hate it here. Oh, guess who archived their fucking notes so I can't talk about it? I didn't archive. Did I delete them outright?
And they say I'm unprofessional. I am, but...
Oh, it's right here. Shit. Hey,
this guy.
My bad, y'all. It's been a rough day for me. Okay, second question. If there was a kicker who made 75% of his kicks, but he could kick from 70...
Yep.
Or a kicker who made 100% of his kicks 35 and in, which would you take?
The guy that can boot it.
But he could 75% is for all kicks. So if he goes out to kick your extra point, there's a 25% chance he just misses that motherfucker.
Oh, well, I'll go for 2.
I'm taking the guy who's 100% for sure.
If you're inside the 35, depending on how, like, what are you, like 3rd and 3? I'm going for it.
35 yards is what I mean.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
But it's 100%. And he.
So what's the outside of a 30?
I don't know. Regular kicking.
35-yard field goal, bro, is like from like what, the 15?
I don't know.
The 20, bro?
Yeah.
No.
But he's never gonna miss. So you gotta get to the fucking 15-yard line automatic.
Okay, what if I got the ball with like 10 seconds left and I'm at my...
You got a 75% chance he misses that motherfucker.
25%. I'm at my 25-yard line. I get it to where he has to make a 69-yard field goal.
Yeah.
I would rather that than have to, in 10 seconds, heavy-believies it downfield and hope that he gets down in time for me to kick a fucking field goal. No. Give me the 70-yard guy.
All right.
Do you think we're going to see that in our lifetime?
A 70-yard kicker? No.
I do. Because think about it, 60-yard used to be like crazy.
And they still barely hit him.
I mean, but there's more of them now.
But the NFL record's still what, 63?
64.
Okay, all the way out. And it was kicked in mile high with a deflated football. Or inflated, whichever helps it go farther.
I don't really like your lack of faith. I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Do you? What's that from?
Star Wars.
That's what I thought. Felt like a Star Wars quote. All right.
I'm a little disappointed that you didn't know that right away.
We're going back.
That was Vader, my guy.
Yeah, it was. It was in episode 4 too. Now, the comparison's been going back and forth for a couple weeks because Steph Curry's been doing nuts. He's going crazy. He's hitting like more threes than anybody ever in a month. Like he's just including himself.
I was gonna say more than him.
And so people were comparing this shit Warriors team to the shit Cavs team from LeBron's first stint way back in Cleveland. You could look at the 2018 team, but most people agree the earlier teams were worse. Here's the difference. Steph Curry is a walking artillery unit like we've never seen. He can hit from anywhere at any time.
He's a threat from everywhere. You can't foul him.
No, because he's like 90%.
90%. He can get to the rim. He can finish.
Steph is a walking artillery unit. However, what I'm noticing about this team, other than the fact that obviously this Steph's Warriors, you had old boy went down, Wiseman went down, but he was having a decent rookie season. You got old boy backpack.
Draymond.
There you go. Barnes. You got Wiggins, who while isn't a great player, was a number 1 draft pick at one point. You got Kelly Oubre, who's in a slump. The team
I think Kelly Oubre
is overrated.
Always overrated.
Not definitely.
You went from playing well with the Phoenix Suns and Wizards.
Yeah, and then you get asked to do something and you can't really do it. Yeah,
when people actually have to rely on you.
But the team on paper doesn't look that shitty, but obviously they're playing really shitty. But the difference between a LeBron team and a Steph team is LeBron on the defensive end is so, especially when he was younger, so much better than Steph. Steph's team can't even make the play-in game when LeBron's teams were making playoffs.
Right.
And I just think that's it goes to show the depth of a two-way player. Jordan in his early years, well, I mean, he was injured the 1 year, but he wasn't making
Jordan
the playoffs.
his whole career, I mean, minus the 2 years in Washington that no one ever.
Well,
everyone pretends.
Right. Well, those. I mean, but in his early years,
so he only played 6 years. So everybody knows that.
He didn't play 7 other years. Anyway, the 6 years before Scotty, I don't know how many times he made the playoffs, but I know he lost in the first round a few times. So even Jordan was able to make the playoffs with shit teams, but he's really good defensively.
Yeah.
Steph Curry can't lock anybody up, and so his team has to, since they can't score, they can't stop anyone from scoring, like the rest of the team. Right. And he can't stop anyone from scoring. So if he's the only one scoring but not stopping anybody, you see where I'm going? So I think shows the main difference between an all-time elite player like LeBron or Jordan, or once they start playing defense.
Steph Curry is going to go down in history as the greatest scoring point guard of all time.
Oh, by far.
Not even going to be close. But you notice what I said before, though. Scoring.
He's the second best point guard of all time.
No, because he's not. No, because he doesn't pass the ball like he should.
Okay, sure.
And he doesn't play defense.
Except for his gravity is a real thing.
Give me Magic Johnson, John Stockton, Isaiah Thomas over Steph Curry.
But you're wrong. Like, I respect your opinion. I humbly disagree, because while those guys are much better at doing all the things a point guard should do, not just scoring, Steph being on the court in today's NBA, which is where we have to base it on, is more impactful than those guys.
I will take 17 and 11. That's what Magic Johnson averaged for his career, over 28 and 5.
That's a fair assessment. Again,
I don't know if that's.
I also would take. It's close.
I don't know if that's Steph's career
average. I also would take Magic over Steph. That's not the argument. I said second best, and we'll talk about who other people think is the second best point guard of all time.
Stockton, I think he averages like.
He averaged like 12. I think he averaged like 12 assists.
Maybe 15 and 10.
That's fine. But he can't shoot.
To be fair though, I live by the old philosophy of what a point guard should do. I'm not saying it's good.
The point guard sets up the rest of the team.
That's what I want.
Right, and that's not.
My point guard to me should average 7 to 8 assists a game. That's not a unrealistic.
No, not at all. Not at all. And I think that again, that's fair.
Why I don't like Kyrie.
But Kyrie's a 2-guard, and they were just playing him at point. You can tell he's a 2-guard because when he's asked to do 2-guard things in Brooklyn, he's playing really well. So he's definitely a 2-guard.
When he plays.
Yes.
Instead of taking personal
he's only taken 2 of those this season. 2 personal days. Do I have anything else? I got a lot of bullshit Skip says, but we can save that. It looks like we're on to the draft. Now, he's got the full draft. So what we did was, or what I proposed, so we each made a mock draft. We debuted them on here. And then during that next week, I wanted to include... Can you hand me that, please? I wanted to do something. I bought this. This is the championship belt, obviously. The WWE. This is the World Heavyweight Championship. I wanted to incorporate this. We like wrestling, and I wanted us to have our own belt. So I needed to come up with a reason why we're giving the belt out. And so the first thing I could come up with was the mock draft. So I assigned points. If you get the player and the team and the position exactly right, you get 5 points. If you get the right player, right team, wrong spot, as if a trade happens, you get 3 points. If you get right team, right position, you get 1 point. Make sense? I think that's everything. I couldn't think of another scenario. I think that's all the scenarios I wanted to cover. If we get it wrong, we'll go over it anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through our mock drafts, and whoever has the most points at the end, can you keep, maybe I can pull up in something over here to keep tabs.
Like a little notepad.
Yeah. I just don't want it to stop recording, and I'm really worried it's going to stop recording. It's not stopping recording. Excellent. So what we'll do is we'll keep tabs over here. I can't. I'll just do it on here. It's fine. I'll do it on my phone. I just got to open and close the mock draft thing a lot, which is going to be annoying. How do I do this? Can y'all... All right, check this out. I'll type it right here. Oh, I got to sign into chat? God damn it.
You keep track of yours. I'll keep track of mine.
All right, deal. So we'll start with the first pick first.
Let's just do both, too, because we
start with 10
points. We got
points.
10 points, yeah. Which I'm not going to lie. When the Jets came on the clock, I was like...
Are they going to do it?
Are they really going to go for it?
They didn't go for it. They kept him. So, who was pick 3?
Trey Lance.
I had Mac Jones. You had Trey Lance.
15, baby.
So you're up to 15.
By the way, can we talk about this for a second? When the Niners came on the clock, my heart was in my feet. According to all the reports I heard, Shanahan fell in love with Trey Lance in January.
Oh, really?
That's what so he was. I guess he was in Mexico on vacation,
watching tapes.
He called John Lynch and was like, "Watch tape on Trey Lance."
I had heard Colin say that Shanahan kept watching plays, and you either get an A or a fail, a pass or a fail, and he's like he kept getting plus. This is a plus, not pass or fail. You get a plus or a failing grade, essentially, not an A, but like, oh, that was a positive play. That was a positive play, and he was like, I'd never given out.
The only thing that makes me nervous about the pick is he hasn't played in a year, but
and he's only played.
We already have a quarterback.
17 games,
so.
Yeah, you're solid. If Jimmy G comes out and plays well, it's a solid pick. I had Mac Jones, so I get 1 point. I had right team, right position, wrong player. So I have 11. He has 15. I'm down 4. All right, let's go to pick. Who's the third over or fourth overall?
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts was the fourth overall pick.
We were both right on that, right?
Yes. We both had the wrong team. So I think right player. This was the situation I was trying to talk about. We got the right player in the right spot, the wrong team.
So that's 3 points? Or is that 1 point?
Right team, right player, wrong spot is 3. So maybe if we go right player, right spot, wrong team, it's points? 2. Okay. So you have 17. I have 13.
All right.
Pick 5.
And this is where everything goes to shit.
I had Jamar Chase.
Oh, okay. So you had Jamar Chase. I had Penei Sewell.
You did. So I now get 5. And you get
So
none.
That's what, 18 to 17?
Yeah. 6.
Waddle.
I had that.
The right team, though?
Yeah. Look. Yeah. Miami, 6. Jalen Waddle. So that's 5 for me.
All right, well.
Shit, I lost count.
23.
I have 23.
17.
17. Okay, 23. Next pick.
The Lions take Penei Sewell.
I had that. So I'm up to 28.
Okay.
You had the Lions taking Devonta Smith.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still don't understand what the hell the Lions were doing. You have a good offensive line.
No, actually, the offensive line's bonds.
No, they got Taylor Decker. They've got the center's really good.
Yeah. But my thing is, Jared Goff.
Who's he throwing the ball to?
He was ass until he got a left tackle.
Who is he throwing the ball
to?
Hawkinson and who, bro? Marvin Jones has been gone for 14
I got nothing.
seasons.
Listen, fuck the Lions. I don't care. I got the pick right.
I know, but I'm saying, what the fuck are they doing? I think I had them trade now. I don't know.
You didn't. You had them picking Devonta Smith.
Oh, okay.
So we're on 8.
J.C. Horn.
It was J.C. Horn. You had Micah Parsons. I had Justin Fields. We were all wrong. Pick 9.
Patrick Surtain, 2nd.
You had Jalen Waddle. You had the Ravens picking him.
Yeah, I had him.
I had Chicago picking up to trade a quarterback, which they did do, but not here. Do I get any benefit of the doubt for that?
Nope, you were picked too late.
God damn it! All right, fine. So we're both I'm at 28 still. You're at
17.
Okay,
yeah, I lost.
We're on 10.
Yeah, Devonta Smith.
I had Patrick Tan. You had J.C. Horn. We were so. Do you see how close we were on some of these? We were really close on a lot of these. So we both get zeros there.
To me, the Bengals fucked everything. Well, for me, the Bengals fucked everything.
I don't know why they would go Chase. I think they should have gone Sewell.
I would have gone Sewell. You could have gone Sewell. You could have gone Rashawn Slater. You could have gone fucking, what's his name?
Christian.
Come on. Yeah, Elijah Vera Tucker. You could have gone so many people and you didn't.
But they listened to their quarterback. He said he wanted Jamar Chase. They wanted to reunite like they did in school.
That's cool, but goddamn, if he gets hurt again, then what?
Nothing. I agree with you. We're in the same boat. So we're on 11
picks. Yeah, Justin Fields.
I had Devonta Smith to the Giants. You had Rashawn Slater, so we both get zeros there. 12.
Micah Parsons.
Rashawn Slater. I had Philly taking Rashawn Slater. You had the Eagles taking Pat Surtain. We get zeros. 28-17 still. Where are we at? 13?
13, Rashawn Slater.
Okay, I had Elijah Vera Tucker. Now, I had right team, right position, wrong player. That's 1 point.
Yeah.
So I'm up to 29. You at the Chargers had Elijah Vera Tucker.
That's 14. 13 is Rashawn Slater.
Right, but I'm saying you got a point. You had right team, right position, wrong player, so you're up to 18. It's 18 to 28. 29. 18 to 29. We're close.
I think I only got one more right, my guy.
We'll see.
The easiest. This is the third easiest.
Oh
pick
yeah,
in the
we
entire
both
draft.
got the same one. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
14 is Elijah Vera Tucker.
I got J.C. Horn. You had Greg Newsome, who I didn't have in the first round at all, but good pick for you. We're on 15.
Mac Jones.
Micah Parsons. Damn it. You had Justin Fields. Ooh. Right team, right player. Or right team, right position, wrong player. You get a point.
So 19. Woo.
You're up to 19. All right. What are we on? 16.
Zayvon Collins.
What position did he play?
Linebacker.
I had Christian Darrisaw, and you had Caleb Farley. Yeah, so at least you got defense. All right, what's up?
17 is Alex Leatherwood.
What does he play?
Offensive tackle.
God damn it, Las Vegas. I
had him taking at safety.
Oh, fuck. All right,
Which,
18.
by the way, I think he fell all the way to the fucking second round.
Yeah, Trayvon Morrig. Yeah, we both liked him.
18 is Jalen Phillips.
Was he play? Edge, right? See, I had him going there in our first mock draft. You go back and watch. I had Jalen Phillips at 18 going to Miami, but I switched it out because I'm an idiot. Fuck. Who do you have? Let me see. Dolphins? You also had them taking the offensive lineman. Fuck.
19 is Jamin Davis.
Okay.
I had them taking that kid from Notre Dame.
But that means we each get a point. Right position, right team.
We both had him taken.
Yep.
Right?
So,
he fucking fell to the second round, too.
To the Browns! Fuck, the Browns got everybody. All right, so I'm up to 30. You're up to 20?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah. 20 is Kadarius Toney. You know what makes me mad? My original pick, that's where he was.
Okay, but that's... Okay, here's my question. So Kadarius Toney's a wide receiver.
Right.
I had, at pick 20, I had pick 20, I had the receiver going there, but not either team. Do I get anything for that?
You can take a point.
I'll take a point. Fuck it. All right. That's 31. You had at pick 20?
Mac Jones.
You're an asshole for that. All right. 21.
How the fuck was I supposed to know the Bears were going to trade up?
No, you weren't.
By the way, I was super stoked for you.
We're going to talk about that as soon as we get done with the points and I hold up my fucking championship belt.
We might as well just skim through this.
Nah, we're doing it the right way.
Kwity Paye.
I had Rondale Moore. I'm an idiot. You had Kwity Paye. You had that right. It's not over yet. You're up to 25. I have 30.
Back.
Holy shit. Okay, what do you got next? Or
Caleb
22?
Farley.
Caleb Farley. That's corner?
Yeah.
Okay, I had you had Zayvon Collins.
Yeah,
I had right team, right position, wrong player, 31 points. 23.
Christian Darrisaw.
He's lineman.
Darrisaw, excuse me.
You had the Jets. Oh, Christian, you had the first name. You had them taking Christian Barmore.
Barmore.
I'm gonna give you a point for that. You got 22.
At least I got the fucking.
You got the name. That's even better than the position. Okay, what you on?
24. Najee Harris.
Najee Harris. We both get 5, so I'm up to 36.
36 to 30. This is closer than I thought it was.
Really close.
25. Travis Etienne.
Worst pick in the fucking first round. What are you doing, Urban? You had your whole team is buns. You already got the best undrafted free agent rookie ever.
I didn't understand.
And you've got the first pick in the second round. Take him then.
Right. He's not like who after him is taking him.
Nobody, bro.
Nobody.
Not nobody before they pick. Nobody before they pick again.
Yeah, nobody.
Why would you take ETN in the first round? Not only do you waste a spot,
pick.
but
excuse me? The Browns got another corner, bro?
Yes! Okay. The Browns got 4 legit. They got Ward, Greedy Williams. They signed one in the offseason. They signed a safety, and they drafted one. So they got like 7 people in their secondary. And old boy Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, I just like saying his name. He is like a safety backer hybrid.
Yeah, I think he's going to be your middle linebacker.
Fuck, man. Well, he's kind of small. That's why they were talking about playing him out of position. But anyway, point being, Jacksonville, what the fuck?
You got to go...
defense. You got to go defense.
To me, either that or you trade out.
Yeah.
Because I got the quarterback and his running back.
They said, well, we're just going to go best player available on our board. Travis Etienne's the best player available. You need defense, my guy. Fuck. Go lineman if there's one. All right, so that was the Jacksonville pick. Idiots. I had them.
26, Greg Newsome second.
He's the corner for the Browns. Yeah, you had them taking Bateman. I had them trading out, and I had ETN going to the next pick though. Fuck. All right, 27.
Rashad Bateman.
Oh yeah, the receiver. I had Zach Collins. You had Asante Samuel Jr. We both had him going in the first round. He fell to day 2. 28.
What is up with the fucking Ravens taking like mid-ish?
Bateman, you mean?
Yeah.
He's a big
you took
physical
Hollywood
receiver.
Brown. You've taken Miles Boykin.
He was a third, fourth round pick though.
You had 2 first-round picks. You could have traded up and got one of these explosive guys.
But the problem is they don't need explosion
You need
per se. That's what
somebody to
Hollywood does. They
fucking
need a
do
big
something, yeah.
physical receiver. That's why I had them picking Bateman in my draft. I had here that's where is it at? So I had Baltimore picking Rashad Bateman at a different spot. So I get 3 points for that, right?
Right.
So I'm up to 38. But my point is that he's 6 foot tall. He's 200 pounds. He's physical at the point of attack. He runs really good routes. I think he's what they thought Miles Boykin would be.
However, though, if they fucking shit the bed again with this pick, like eventually you got to start wondering. We'll talk about it in a second because I heard somebody's terrible take on Lamar Jackson. Or was it you that sent it to me? Or okay, we'll talk about it.
We're on 28.
Peyton Turner. You might as well just skip that one. I don't even know who the fuck that
29.
is. Eric Stokes. Yeah. Green Bay. What the fuck are y'all doing? We'll talk about Green Bay in a second too. What the fuck are y'all doing?
They took the second best corner from Georgia. Now he did run like a 4.25. The dude's an absolute speed demon.
Okay.
Well,
A lot of speed, a whole lot of speed did you good when your quarterback choked it away. 3 picks in the second half. Okay. Yeah.
Why you wait? Aaron didn't throw 3 picks in the second half.
He
Tom Brady
choked
did.
it away.
But yeah.
You
I
got
agree.
3 picks.
And you got 6 points or something
scored,
off of it?
yeah, maybe.
No, I think it was 6. Anyway, go ahead.
30 is Greg Rousseau.
Gregory Rousseau, what's he play?
Edge.
I had an edge going to Buffalo. That's a point for me. 39.
What was it, 39 to 30?
You also had the Bills taking an edge rusher. So that's 39-31. Denver. Or not Denver. 31.
Yeah, the Ravens
Picking
an edge rusher.
Fuck. I had Caleb Farley.
I had an offensive lineman.
You did? Okay.
Because they lost old boy.
And that offensive lineman you had went to the Bears, by the way. And last pick in the first round?
Joe Tryon from Washington, edge.
And you had the Bucks taking Rondale Moore. So it ends up 38-31. I win the first. This is my title reign right here. I'm the first ever
mark it down.
Flex and Nerd podcast champion. I'm gonna just go ahead and
May 8th. We'll see how long your fucking title reign can last.
We gotta find another reason for me to give it up. We got another pay-per-view. Hopefully I can have it as long as Roman, who's had it for.
When is the Floyd Logan fight? No, because we both know Logan.
Logan's gonna lose that, but he wants to fight. Did you see the bullshit that went on with that?
That shit looks so fake.
The black guy's not fake. He did get punched in the face.
Because I guarantee he probably went on a little too long, and fucking Floyd said, "Man."
Floyd threw. I don't know if Floyd's the one who hit him and gave him the black eye, but Floyd threw something that hit from the video. I spent hours trying to find different angles, like a fucking puzzle.
Why was he out there talking shit in a fight that's not his? I hate the Paul brothers.
Several reasons.
But I hate Jake more. Because at least Logan has kind of fallen into his lane.
And not only that, let's pretend he's still a dickhead for real in real life. I don't think
not
he
on
is.
camera is anymore. Not in front of a microphone.
But that's what I'm saying. He's at least trying not to be.
He's adjusted his public
persona.
Image.
Yeah, Jake,
he's going.
So they're doing the face-off right
there. He's going hard left.
Hard left. Logan's at least attempting, and I give him props for that. Now we can argue Logan another day, but Jake. So they're having their face-off. They're talking. I hit my funny bone.
Is it funny?
I can't feel my fingers. Fuck. All right. They're doing their talking shit, right? And Jake is on the ground, and Floyd's walking over talking shit, and he unties Floyd's shoe while Floyd's on stage. Like, he's just being a prick the whole time. And so then, the reason Jake...
The difference between Floyd Mayweather and Ben Askren is Ben Askren, win or lose, was going to make more money in one fight than he was going to make in his entire career. Floyd is worth. You know what Floyd is worth, bro?
Yeah, but he hasn't made
No, net worth. You know what his net worth is?
what?
$500 million.
Okay, but check this out. Every fight of Floyd's career, I think the first like 30 fights until he fought in 20. When did he fight Evander Holyfield? Whenever he fought that guy.
He didn't fight Evander Holy. You mean you talking about Oscar De La Hoya?
Sure.
Evander Holyfield's a heavyweight.
Well, he fought
Floyd
a big name
is-
fighter like
it was
10
probably-
years, 12 years ago, right?
It was probably Oscar De
It
La
was
Hoya.
Oscar. Okay, fine. In
Had
2009
been
or something.
De La Hoya.
It was like 30 fights. If you took all that, he made all of those fights one night with Conor. So like,
Yeah, he's gonna make $100 million for this fight,
probably.
and that's just purse. That's not pay-per-view shares. Yeah, bro.
So anyway, kudos. I will. Anyway, point being, Jake was being a prick, and the reason he went over and was talking shit to
He's
Floyd.
gonna get his brother knocked out in the first round.
No,
is
he's
what
not.
gonna
No,
do.
he's not. No,
Okay.
Floyd doesn't knock people out.
He-
Y'all said the
no.
same shit about Conor.
But no, I didn't think Conor was. The only reason why I thought Conor would fucking lose is because I feel like his MMA would have kicked in and he just would have slammed Buddy.
I wish they would do.
I didn't think Conor had a chance. He put up a better fight than what I thought he was.
You know what's crazy? So did you watch it? Okay, I watched it with my own fucking peepers, dog. I watched it intently because I wanted to see Conor knock his ass the fuck out. It didn't happen, but I wanted to. Anyway, Conor won the first 4 rounds free. He was the only one who threw punches, which was by design. Obviously, Floyd wanted to punch himself out. And he might have won one of the other couple rounds. He was winning the fight. None of the judges... Floyd threw 1 punch in the first round, and the judges gave him a 10-9 round.
How?
That's the point. They were going to rig it, and even if Conor went the whole distance,
The
they
only
were going
way
to rig
Conor
it.
would have won that fight is if he'd have knocked Floyd out. Is
Right.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Which is impossible.
Yeah. He was a half inch away. They're in the first round, and Conor throws, but he's wearing those big ass gloves. He's not his timing was off, and instead of catching Floyd flush with an uppercut, he hit his chest first. So it lost all its power when he hit him. And so I don't think it would have knocked him out, but it was the most significant punch landed.
Conor's got some strong hands, man.
He's got fucking power in those hands, bro. Anyway, so what happened was Floyd was like, hey, tell you what, everybody, get the contracts out. I'm beating Logan and Jacob same night.
Live update. Russell Westbrook just tied Oscar Robertson's record for triple doubles in a career with
Good for him.
181.
Good for him. That's crazy. He's gonna break it, obviously. By the
I
end
mean,
of the
we
year.
all knew he was going to break it.
Yeah, but
Did
still.
he ruin the triple double?
No. Here's why. Because if you look up how many the time his win percentage is like 65-70% when he gets it. His team's win percentage is like 65% when he gets a triple double. So it's not like he's just getting
he's
stats
at
for
his
losing.
most effective
When
in the triple double.
and because he's the fastest player on the court, maybe not anymore, but he was. Gets the board and then he's pushing the ball up before the defense
My
can get
biggest
back.
problem with him is does he realize? I don't think he realizes because he doesn't think about it. But he's like one injury away from being John Wall.
He's better than John Wall.
He can't shoot better than John Wall.
Yeah, but John Wall is literally not on the court.
Russ is all athleticism.
So is John. John only shoots like 30% from 3.
Yeah, what
31. Now
Russ?
this season is like 27, but that's not the point.
The
Career.
the only thing that about Russ that pisses me off is he thinks he's a better shooter than he is. He's got that shooter mentality of like, oh, I'm just going to shoot my way out of the slump. But you can't hit him enough.
Okay, he did have that mentality, yes. But like for example, last night or the other night, he got a triple double taking 6 shots. So and plus he's playing with Bradley Beal.
He is the hardest. Me and Mo were talking about this morning actually. Is he the hardest athlete to ever
Like plays, yes.
judge?
And he had said that in the group chat. All I could say is yes. I didn't have any other thing to say because like, what do you say? Like
His pros and cons list is even to me.
Yeah, I would say defensively, for as athletic as he is, I feel like he doesn't try very hard defensively. But
Yeah, because he can make up for it with how fast he is. If somebody blows by him, he can get right back in front of you.
yeah, definitely. Because if you compare him to like he's a better he's better at the game of basketball. No, he's not. Oh, by the way, remember we were arguing about who's more talented, but it's pure talent, Allen Iverson or Kyrie Irving? And how I was trying to say that you can be super talented and not better at the game than somebody else. For example, who's more talented? Dan Marino or Tom Brady? Dan Marino,
Dan
infinitely. But who's better at playing quarterback? Tom Brady.
That's a good.
That's what I was trying to. That's what I was trying to get across. I wish Tony was here so he could understand that a little better.
That's a good comp.
I've been trying to find that comp for like a long time now. Allen Iverson's better than Kyrie Irving, but Kyrie Irving's way more talented. That's what I've been trying to say this whole time. Anyway, back to.
You blew my mind with that. That's
Thank you, bro.
good.
Thank you, bro. I want you to know, since we talked about that, I've been racking my brain to find a comparison that makes sense, and that's the comparison I wanted to go with.
Except in this case, Kyrie has 1 ring. Allen Iverson has none. Dan Marino had no rings. Tom Brady has 7. So.
But you and I both agree that Tom Brady is not the most talented quarterback in the world.
I know, but I just wanted to make your stomach hurt.
It does hurt. Because Dan Marino deserves a ring.
He's running out of fingers.
If Tom Brady... no.
They legit...
Doug, not the mic, Doug.
Colin Cowherd legit thinks Tom Brady's playing like 3 more years, bro.
Everybody's saying that. It makes me so sad.
Like, he thinks... So, essentially, he thinks that he'll probably play 2 more full seasons and then play like 10 more games. This is Colin. 10 more games of like the last season and then let the rookie take over and he'll just like ride off in the sunset. Which I'm like, have you ever met Tom Brady?
If Tom Brady goes out winning or losing a Super Bowl, unless his team, which...
He's going to go out John Elway style, where I think if he can win 1 more, I think he'll probably hang him up.
I agree. But if he loses
like
1 more...
last year, but then again, last year, man, he didn't have to do much to win, bro.
I know! That's the fucking point!
So, if that's what you're going off of, because they brought everybody back.
We're gonna speaking of fucking that guy, I want to pull up this thing real quick here. No, Tom Brady.
TB12?
So, our guy, Barry McCockner, obviously does this thing.
He's going to fuck around and win 12 rings?
No. So, I just want the luck factor in winning a Super Bowl. I think you do have to be more lucky than good to win Super Bowls.
I think it's even. Because
you can call it 50-50 you want. But check it out, because it's 1 game.
You can extend it beyond the Super Bowl. You can go every championship team.
Because in series, I think you have a more your chances of being the best team at the end of a series. 7-game basketball series, 7-game baseball series, hockey series.
I agree. But look at the Lakers this year. If they had better luck injury wise, we're not even talking about they might make the playoffs.
But that's not. I'm talking about the playoffs. If they're a 100% healthy team, obviously
that's where the luck comes in, is what I'm saying.
But it's less than a football game because it's a 1 chance.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I think sports, period. Like baseball, so many things have to go right for you in the whole season.
Yeah, so many things have to go right for you to even hit that motherfucker. To hit a baseball? Dog, these pitchers are throwing, and he like turn. I was watching pitching videos because I'm obsessed with it. So like they hold the ball like this, and when they throw going this way, they turn their wrist out. How the fuck
you can throw the same pitch like 4 different ways?
Yeah, I don't.
It's like if you listen to them talk, they're like, "Yeah, I throw a curveball with a 2-seam grip." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
And then the other dude was like, "I throw the 2-seam fastball with a 4-seam grip. I do this thing, and I pick my finger, and then when you do." I'm just
you're not even talking about the way motherfuckers used to cheat back in the day.
With like stick 'em and shit?
Stick 'em, fucking icy hot, snot, fucking all kinds of shit, man.
Anyway, so Barry, our good friend, was talking about how the Packers, Aaron Rodgers in 2013, 14, and 15 in the playoffs, he led a game-winning or tying drive in the 4th quarter in 13, 14, and 15. But he never got the ball again, and they lost.
Which one of those years was that? No, never mind. I was going to talk about the one against the Cowboys when he threw that fucking laser to the sideline. That's what I'm saying. What year was that?
2000.
It was like 16,
Dak's
17?
Dak's first year, 16.
He threw that so perfect.
To James Jones. It was the best. Nobody else can make that, though. I've never
seen a dot like that. On the run, he was running this way too, right? So he was running against his body and had to throw it. Man, get the fuck
So that's 3 losses where he didn't get a chance after he tied the game or took the lead. There was 3 games he never got a chance again. In the other 6 career playoff losses, his defense averages giving up 40.8 points per game.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady just won the Super Bowl, and his defense never gave up more than 20.
Mm-hmm. I've always said Tom Brady. He deserves some credit.
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve some. I'm saying
he doesn't deserve all of it.
Like the amount of people who are, Tom Brady was so good in the Super Bowl. He threw a screen to Gronk. That's a 7-8 yard touchdown pass.
And it was the perfect throw. The perfect play.
That play design was super cool. It's in Madden, by the way.
It should be.
Yeah, but you can't. It's buns.
It's not gonna work. The only way that you stop that play is if you have a linebacker who's keyed in on Gronk and he mans him all the way out there.
Even then, you got to tackle his ass.
No, I don't know.
Tom Brady's really good at the game of football. Obviously better than I am. However, he's not better than Aaron Rodgers. And this whole Aaron Rodgers situation, if you don't know,
let's talk about this.
It was leaked on draft night that Aaron Rodgers is not coming back to the Green Bay Packers. He said, "I don't want to play for you anymore."
So Shefty was on.
I didn't see the second interview.
Shefty was on some podcast.
Yes.
Was it a podcast or something?
Yeah.
They were talking to him about it. And there's a bunch of speculation going around. They were saying, Aaron Rodgers wanted this to leak. Shefty said, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
He said he did not want this out. And the Packers didn't want this out. Nobody wanted this out. It just happened. But
he leaked it. But Shefty leaked it. Jay Glazer leaked it. Like, there was 7 or 8 of them.
This is their job. That's literally what keeps fucking food on Adam Schefter's table.
I guess in the group chats, maybe it was another player. Because in the group chats, apparently Aaron Rodgers was referring to his GM as Jerry Krause, the one who Michael Jordan made fun of.
Yeah.
That's so shit. Aaron Rodgers really doesn't like this guy for many reasons. He got rid of his quarterback coach without consulting. He got rid of one of his best friends on the teammate without consulting. They traded up to draft Jordan Love without even being like, "Hey, we might do this."
Let's talk about that real quick because Colin had a very, very good point about this. I don't think Jordan Love can play football.
Yeah, and he had been talking about that for
because the way he talked about it was.
It makes sense.
He pretty much saying if he could play and this whole Aaron Rodgers thing came out, they'd have traded him draft night. Or maybe not draft night, but he would already be dealt.
So let's pretend he can, though. Wouldn't you still rather have Aaron Rodgers?
Here's why I'm doubling down on it. They were looking to draft another quarterback in the draft. And they're looking for another one right now.
They want a quarterback back if they trade Rodgers because Jordan Love is buns.
That's what I'm thinking. Because Colin has none of us have seen Jordan Love.
True,
practice.
And because of COVID, they're not having reporters.
None of us have seen him practice. So that's just team that has seen him play, but everything that they're doing, to me, sounds like they don't think this kid's going to be able to play. Either that or they're trying to give themselves options, which, whatever.
I don't know.
Aaron Rodgers has never really expressed that interest in playing into his 40s.
Sure.
So it wouldn't mean anything to him to fucking hang him up now and go do Jeopardy.
Yeah, and I've heard that too, but
I will say this. Every team, there might be a couple, but mostly every team that needed a quarterback got one.
Yeah, I agree.
So the only team that I can think of that sticks out in my head is Washington.
Yeah,
but they're in the NFC. They're in the NFC. Yeah, and nobody knows what Denver's doing. They gave up nothing to get Teddy Bridgewater, 6th round pick, which by the way was fucking robbery to me. Teddy Bridgewater isn't a great quarterback, but he's gonna win you games.
He's gonna win a few games. Definitely.
He's more consistent than Drew Lock.
He had 3,500 yards last year.
So I'm saying he's not a bad quarterback.
No, and he would fit really well if he beats out Drew Lock in a competition.
I think he will.
That team just needs a game manager. Drew Lock took too many risks. Teddy Bridgewater does the opposite.
Well, the anchor of your defense for the longest time is old. And Von Miller, you can't play.
He's coming back.
He needs. I said last year they should.
That Pat Surtain pick was really good though.
Yeah, but they need to. Denver, especially in the division they're in, Denver's not competing in that.
Which is why I don't think they
5
should.
to 10 years.
I respect Aaron Rodgers if he ends up there. I respect why the idea of going there. They're a young team with potential to explode with a good quarterback.
Did you see the 3 teams that were on his list?
Yeah, the
Raiders, Niners, and
Broncos.
Raiders, Niners, and Broncos.
Wasn't Washington on there?
No.
You can't go to the Niners now.
We don't fucking want him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If he was gonna go,
we have an old quarterback. We don't. I mean, not old. Jimmy's not old, but
they would. If
we
you
already
were
have
gonna
a quarterback we don't want.
they would have to have given up 3 and extra for Aaron Rodgers.
So John Lynch said he called them.
Yeah, and they
he
said no.
He said that he quickly realized they weren't fucking doing it.
Of course not, because he probably offered them a real ass deal.
So everything that I'm hearing from reports or whatever is Aaron Rodgers sat down and he wanted a contract extension.
Yeah.
And the Packers were like, "How about we restructure your deal?" And he was like, "Okay, you guys can go fuck yourselves."
Yeah, but
and to be honest with you, I don't really know whose side I'm on because, like, see, here's the thing about
his best weapon over the last few years has been before Devontae Adams, which was a lucky grab in the 5th round or whatever, who ended up being good.
You had Randall Cobb. You had he
mid.
didn't have
Jordy Nelson is his best receiver of all time.
But they were playing well together.
Yeah. Okay.
The biggest problem with the fucking Packers organization is they draft like shit.
Except for when they don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
They got Darnell Savage as safety. They drafted that King kid. They drafted Jair Alexander, one of the best corners in the NFL. I think they draft bad at certain spots. They don't draft receiver well.
I don't think there's certain
their linemen are really good. They had an all pro center.
If it ain't defensive back, they
suck.
They suck.
Which is why I think Eric Stokes ended up being good. Because they draft defensive back really well. Defensive line, they suck. Linebackers, they haven't drafted a good one since Hairboy. Matthews.
What?
Receivers they got lucky getting Devontae, who ended up being really good because he works really damn hard, not because he was like super talented to begin with. Tight ends are buns. Running backs, they can't draft a running back to save their fucking life. Their linemen draft super well. They drafted a Pro Bowl center who they cut without telling Aaron Rodgers. They got Bakhtiari and their left tackle were really good. I think their left tackle's gone now, but sometimes they draft really well. But when they miss on guys like Jordan Love.
The way they run their organization, man. Look, just flash back to the last quarterback that they did this shit to. Brett Favre. They pretty much pushed that man out of town.
To be fair, Brett Favre did a lot of that to himself.
I mean, he did with that waffling, but when you're talking about if I play one more year, I can make $20 million.
Sure, but he did waffle hella hard.
Yeah, and what was like the last couple of years he was in
the last 3.
And yeah, when you got a kid sitting behind you that you think is the future of your franchise, you do kind of pull the trigger on that.
And I love how they were like, "All right, Brett, where do you want to go?" He's like, "I'd like to go to Minnesota. They gave me the best chance to win." Blah blah. They're like, "Dope, sending you to the Jets."
We're gonna play for the Jets.
He's like, Dak, not the Jets, where he still won 9 games with a torn bicep.
Oh, and then proceeded to go to Minnesota
and be one play away from making the Super Bowl.
And if he wasn't, if old boy Greg Williams wasn't headhunting Brett Favre in the playoffs,
if he wasn't Brett Favre, he would have won that game because obviously he played really well. But the pick he threw,
yeah,
just take it 5, 6, 7, 8 yards and get out of bounds, bro. He had
that Brett Favre ain't running nowhere.
Nah, he was pretty much done. Remember that first throw to win the game against y'all in Minnesota?
Why you gotta do that?
The frozen rope he threw the back of the.
Why do you gotta do that? You want to go there?
The dog, shut up.
You want to go the fucking 20 years? He just obliterated the Bears.
It was only 16.
I bet you were upset when he came back into your division. You were like, dude, we just got rid of you.
Bro, I'm so tired of his shit. He went to the Jets in 2009.
You were so pumped, weren't you?
Yeah, and I remember because I was playing Madden 2009. Yeah, it was good times, man. They had the celebration spots on the field. That was the rewind year too.
I hated that.
Rewind was so ass.
Yeah.
And then the play wouldn't work the second time you ran it.
Yeah.
And you know what's
if you somehow the defense would know and
you get like in today's Madden, right? If you get DC'd and you go back in the game, none of your shit will work the same. You have to figure out a whole new way to be like, what the fuck is that? How are you gonna know how to stop my fucking inside trap now? Game.
I had 248 yards in the first half, and now I'm -5.
What the fuck's going on?
6 carries.
Speaking of, I just had Jameis Winston truck my linebacker, and I'm in my feelings. He trucked a linebacker.
So essentially, what do you think? What do you think is going on in Green Bay?
Aaron Rodgers is not going to play for Green Bay this year, but he's not going to play anywhere this year.
You think he's going to sit?
I think he sits.
See, here's the thing about them.
Because they don't think he's serious.
I don't think they realize that he can probably make just as much money doing Jeopardy, bro.
Not as he's making at quarterback. He'll only make I think old boy was only making $10 million.
So, hold on. And he's a bigger person. No, don't get me wrong. Rip to Alex Trebek. I like Alex Trebek. But he's Aaron Rodgers. More people are going to tune in because
Yeah, but they're
he's a
also
former athlete.
excuse me. They also were having old boy who won like the most Jeopardy ever or whatever.
Yeah,
He was the host for a couple. They're doing their trials or whatever. I don't think they'll pick Aaron Rodgers, man.
I do.
I don't.
Even if not, man, he's got a goddamn celebrity girlfriend who does is in Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't know who she is, but a girlfriend. They're getting married.
Shalene. She was in the fucking.
So he dated
She was
Olivia
in
Munn.
He
Dated
Allegiant.
the driver.
The fucking. It was like Hunger Games, but not Hunger Games.
Danica Patrick. What?
It was like Hunger Games, but not Hunger Games. Oh, the movie series.
Oh,
that she was
Allegiant,
in.
Divergent.
Yeah, she was that main chick in that. That's who he's with.
She's like 12. Aaron. She's a kid.
I think she's in her 20s.
He's like in his 40s, but he's also Aaron fucking Rodgers. So
athletes date, rich men date whoever the fuck they want. Ask Jeffrey Epstein.
R.I.P. dog. I'm just kidding. I don't care.
He's not dead.
He's definitely dead.
No, faked his death. Anyways, so I think he sits out the rest of this year.
I concur.
And then I think at the beginning of next year, or maybe they trade him at the deadline.
Also, I saw this thing on
he goes 8 games without playing, and then they trade him at the deadline for like a couple firsts to Washington. And then he steps into Washington, leads them to the playoffs in that buns ass division.
Definitely.
And then gets eliminated.
They got a good defense. They got it's the same. It's the Tom Brady model.
McLaurin.
And
who?
Curtis Samuel.
Is that what we're
Logan Thomas.
We're just gonna name people on the team. We're not gonna actually name like important people. Yeah. What did Curtis Samuel have like 6 catches
Young?
for 14 yards last year?
No, he's super explosive, Doug. He
Is
ran like a 4.3.
You know who else is super explosive? Hollywood Brown. Show how good he is. Anyway, so yeah, I think he ends up on a Buns team.
Definitely.
Maybe. I'm 50-50, bro. I don't think he ever. I will be shocked if he takes another snap for Green Bay, or at all if he ever takes another snap.
Yeah.
If I feel like halfway through the summer they're gonna be like, oh shit, maybe he really is serious.
Yeah.
And then the fall they're like, oh shit, maybe he really is serious. And if he's like fucking,
if
he's like fucking deal me, and they don't, he's like, all right, then I retire.
Did you know? Fun fact: Bart Starr, Brett Favre, and if Jerry Rice, if Aaron Rodgers never takes another snap for Green Bay, all 3 of those quarterbacks only played 16 years with the Packers. None a snap longer.
Bart Starr played that long?
I think so. They've only had 3 legendary quarterbacks, right?
Quarterback name
Bart Starr. You kind of have to be, right? You can't be like a fucking tackle.
Like the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers, bro. You had Terry Bradshaw, and then
Terry Bradshaw's not a good quarterback name. It's a good Steeler.
No, I'm talking
name.
about like long tenured quarterbacks.
Speaking of the fucking Steelers, long tenured coaches, they only had 3.
3, yeah,
in their existence. Who's the first one?
Do you know it?
No.
People are gonna be so mad, but I to be honest,
it's Bill Cowher.
Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin, and It's not Dick LeBeau.
Is it Dick Vermeil? He's their defense. Dick LeBeau's the.
Dick Vermeil was the Rams and the Chiefs, my guy.
All right. Well, listen, I'm throwing out old names.
I know his name, and if you said it, I would know it.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google it. I gotta Google it.
I'm sad that I don't know it.
I know, but no, we know it. We just can't recall it. That's the difference. It's in there.
So So Bill Belichick's the greatest NFL coach of all time.
Yeah.
Greg Popovich is the greatest basketball coach of all time.
I can't spell. Just
I don't like baseball. That's too hard because you gotta factor in era and all that
bullshit. Whoever was the coach of the your team,
Yankees.
Yeah.
Joe Torre.
Yeah.
No.
How about the other one? You've had like 8.
Yeah. No, we've had 8.
Chuck Noll, dog. How do we not get Chuck Noll? God damn it. Anyway, steel curtain. Okay, are we ready for bullshit skip outside? Or you want to keep talking about Aaron Rodgers being a dick?
No, I've said my piece. I did, like I said, to reiterate, I don't think Jordan Love can play quarterback in the NFL. I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. I never want somebody to be buns.
Sure.
Except for Trevor Lawrence. I want him to be trash.
No, stop. Let him be.
I want him to come out and break Peyton Manning's rookie record interceptions.
That's fine. If he turns out to have Peyton Manning's career, he'll be happy with it.
No, I want him to. That's how I want him to play every year. Throwing like 20 touchdowns, 26 picks every year until I want him to surpass Jamarcus Russell as the biggest bust in NFL history.
Why?
I don't like him.
Why?
Because I just don't. Because people, I'm always gonna be on the other side.
I know.
That's why.
It pisses me off. Sometimes things are okay to like, man.
No, I like things. I just
listen. I got no beef with Trevor Lawrence.
I think he's overrated.
You know what we haven't talked about? We glossed over hella smooth and didn't.
How the both of us got fucking quarterbacks.
Not only that, the Bears trade up in the draft and take Justin Fields. Now,
so go ahead. It's your team.
No, dog. You go. What's up, dog?
People were bitching about how much they gave up for him, and I'm like, no. It's your franchise quarterback,
and also,
you're hoping that if he steps in, those picks are going to be Buns picks anyways.
Also, second of all, we moved up 9 spots. Right. We gave up the 20, a first, and a fourth.
I think, yeah.
2 firsts, including this year. A fourth and something
fifth,
else.
I think.
That's nothing. That's less than we gave up to move up 1 spot to get Mitch.
Not only that, but I think at the end of the day, like I said, if you give him up and he's half of what you think he is,
then it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
So now you're talking about picking in the same spot next year
or later,
right? Who cares?
We made the playoffs. We lost. That was pick 20.
So
I assume we picked 25 to 32 at the rest
17 game season.
Yeah, I don't like.
How long do you wait? How long do you think they're gonna wait?
Fucking none.
No, I don't think he starts.
I don't want him to. But here's the thing.
I think I haven't seen your schedule, so I think you guys probably go with Dalton as your quarterback. Yeah. Let's just say Dalton. Let's say he plays healthy. I think you guys go 4-4 with Dalton, and then
by week 8. I'm not mad at that.
Week 9, I think Justin Fields is your starter.
Justin Fields is...
Either way, at the end of this year, you need to get rid of Nagy. I don't give a fuck what you say. He's got to go.
We'll see.
Ryan Pace might have single-handedly saved his career.
Ryan Pace might have saved Matt Nagy's career. Because Ryan Pace's history predates
this
Nagy.
Stinks of... I need to keep my fucking job.
Of both of them,
which pisses me off about them because you wouldn't have been here if you wouldn't have fucked around.
Taking Mitch.
Like, so I'm saying, like, I hate when people that talk about, well, if they were fucking smart, they'd have took Patrick Mahomes. Nobody saw him coming. The only person who saw him was Andy Reid. But like, don't get me wrong, Patrick Mahomes physically is probably, like, just going off physicality, is the greatest quarterback we've ever seen.
True.
But he also fell into a great coach.
Great situation. And all that matters. And that's why I think...
So if he would have went to Chicago, it wouldn't have done him any good.
True. I think who would have been good regardless is Deshaun Watson.
Because look what the fuck he's doing in Texas.
You picked the guy who went 8-4 playing in the same division.
I really do wish they would have released the tape of what that conversation between our two teams was. I feel like it was like this. Hello, Chicago.
Yeah. What's up? Hey, listen. We want to trade up to number 2.
Okay. Why? Who are you taking?
We're just afraid somebody's gonna jump in front of us. Have you got any calls about this pick, man?
I mean, I've got a lot of calls about this pick.
Oh shit! All right, listen. I'll give you 2. Wait, you don't gotta say anything more. I'll give you 2 firsts. I'll give you a third, and I'll give you a second and a fifth.
Just who you taking?
We're going after a quarterback.
Deshaun Watson.
If I say yes, will you believe me?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, definitely Deshaun Watson. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, pull it.
All right. Yeah. With the second pick in the.
Bro, I feel like I sincerely, I think what the real conversation was. Look, man, we're really looking at exploring all options at this pick, and then fucking Chicago was like, no, fucking, what do you want?
What happened was the 49ers heard that the Bears liked Trubisky. The 49ers called the Bears and said, hey, look, the Giants called. They really are talking about moving up here and grabbing Mitch at 2. We're open to suggestions if you want to trade. If not, we're going to go to them. And Chicago's like, hold. Guys, give him everything. Go! And then we traded for fucking Mitch. And now, let's be fair.
In in Chicago.
You also drafted Solomon Thomas at 3, who, while became a rotational player, he wasn't a superstar. So it's not a great
I'm
pick.
not shitting on you. I just think
But if you pick a quarterback, it's automatically worse than if you pick something else.
Yeah. You're allowed to blow it on a defensive lineman.
And I think, and again, I wouldn't say it was
like 4 years in a row, but
the
whatever.
tackle you got last year to replace Buckner looked like he played pretty well.
Yeah, and he's cheaper. That's pretty much the whole.
That's
essentially
why,
they traded him, and then took his replacement in the draft. Although
I think
miss
Fields.
Buckner.
I'm crossing my fingers, my toes, my hopes, and my believies.
Let's talk about Mo real quick. He's the only person I've ever met who had a favorite college team that turned around and drafted.
But it had a success, but it's got to even go deeper than that, because his favorite college team was successful enough to have a great quarterback to get drafted by his favorite team.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah. The closest I got was never, because Notre Dame has only had one decent quarterback.
Didn't Jimmy Clausen play for them?
No. Yes, but he's ass, and I hated him from the
But
jump
he went
street.
to Notre Dame.
I hated him from the jump street.
Bro,
when he pulled up to Chicago,
hated his stupid face.
His face, his name, his fucking attitude. So we had just lost to Ohio State.
What's up with me and hating Jimmys?
They suck.
I don't like the Gymtown Jimmys.
Fuck them too.
I don't like the fucking Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't like Jimmy
Clausen.
Ward. Jimmy Clausen.
Leave Jimmy Ward alone.
No, he's
listen.
guilty by association.
Because he's Jimmy. Listen, so Notre Dame had just lost to Ohio State in the Fiesta Bowl to Troy Smith right before he was drafted and won the Heisman.
A lot of good. That did Baltimore.
So we lost to them, and he comes in, and he's like, "Well, y'all lost because you don't have a mobile quarterback." Jimmy, you run a 5-second 40, dog. What are you saying to me, dog? He rolled up to the museum, college football history, Hall of Fame. Thank God damn. He drove up to the College Football Hall of Fame in a stretch Hummer limo. He got out the car with 2 bitches, goes in, says, "I'm going to Notre Dame," chucks up the deuces and leaves. Okay, that was bad.
Where's he from?
Mater Dei in California. The high school that put out like all the USC quarterbacks go there. Fucking Matt Leinart went there. Fucking John David Booty went there. Fucking.
Okay, I'm a child. I heard John David Booty and I giggle like an 8-year-old. I am such a child.
Matt Barkley went to Mater Dei.
So all those quarterbacks, and for some reason Notre Dame thought he's going to be good because all of those quarterbacks are the best one to come out of there.
Matt Clausen. Fuck! Jimmy Clausen. Mel Kiper said, "If Jimmy Clausen isn't a superstar in 3 years, I'll quit my job."
Where was he at draft night? On TV.
He was on TV. He's a fucking liar. He's a fucking liar. I'll tell you what. This curl is ridiculous right here.
Speaking of curls, before we hop into bullshit Skip Bayless says, you want to talk about it? Your favorite superhero is black now?
No, I don't want to talk about it. Fuck that. It's stupid. And also, he hasn't been cast yet, so maybe it won't be Clark Kent. The dumbest thing. We talked about this before, but anyway, Warner Brothers is making Clark Kent. They say they're casting a black Clark Kent, which is a problem because there are black Supermen, Val-Zod,
there are
and
black Kryptonians.
Right, Val-Zod is one. I cannot remember the other guy's name, but there are black Kryptonians who wear the S, which doesn't mean Superman. It's a symbol of hope on Krypton. Anyway, there are characters who are black from Krypton
that could be Superman.
Who could be Superman.
All they do is have to be the right son, just like Kal-El.
Right. So they don't have to cast Kal-El or Clark Kent as black, first of all. Second of all, don't just make people black or Asian or gay to make them...
third or fourth time that we've had this conversation.
If you're going to have a black superhero, do Static Shock.
Do you think I give
Black Lightning.
I don't give a fuck if a character is black, white, a woman, gay. I don't give a shit about all that. As long as you're not taking an existing character and turning them into that. So that
for tokenism.
Yeah.
You're just doing it just because. Yeah. And Warner Brothers is having problems because of the cyborg bullshit that happened when Joss Whedon took over. And they're trying to backpedal. And look, give us a cyborg movie. Give us a Static Shock movie. A Black Lightning movie.
I really think Warner Brothers needs to backpedal off this whole not continuing.
Yeah, let Zack Snyder do his thing.
Zack Snyder's thing.
Here's the other thing. The race thing matters to some characters. For example, Black Panther is T'Challa is from Africa. He's a prince of African kings that go back generations. Him being African is important to his character.
Right.
You're right. A character like Superman can be black or white, but he's also like the first superhero.
And he's been white the whole time.
It's okay for him to be white.
Yeah.
Don't make Superman black. Just get one of the other Kryptonians who are black. There are black Kryptonians in the world. They exist.
Literally, here's how you do it, right? You just swap out Kal-El for one of the other ones and say he landed here and not the other.
Right. Val-Zod is from...
If you do that, then I'll be like, okay.
Yeah, it's dope.
But if you start saying Clark Kent is black, I'm going to have a fucking problem with it.
It makes me more angry than it does, like, endearing.
See, but here's the problem. So some people, if you hear this argument, they start getting on their panties in a bunch because then you start getting into that. Oh well, fucking James Bond's always been white. Yeah, but
he's like British.
And then not only that, but like, of course, because it started in the fucking 70s.
But the next James Bond is going to be black though.
But to my understanding, the moniker of 007 James Bond isn't. Correct. That's not his name. That's just like what they call him. Like when he takes on that role.
No, I'm gonna go with no. I don't know for sure.
Because I thought all the movies were kind of
all the movies. There have been like 7 or 8 different James Bonds. However, they're all based off of a book series that was written 100 years ago or whatever. Right. So James Bond might be a little different, but again, I wouldn't be mad if James Bond was black. I don't have an attachment to him like that, I guess. But like, for example, Doctor Who, a long-running male doctor, but the Doctor changes stuff.
Now that one makes sense that it's a woman now.
Right, but people were all, oh, they took away a male idol.
I'm upset that it took so fuking long.
Because also the Doctor regenerates, so it's a 50-50 chance.
White dudes for like 60 years. How long has that show? The show's been on since like the 60s,
yeah,
right?
The show's old. So
have you ever tried to watch it?
No. Have you? Buns?
It felt really
British,
corny.
It looks really corny.
And then here's the thing that bothers me about that fandom is like, well, it just depends on what Doctor you watch. No, bullshit. What do you mean?
Isn't it all the same, technically?
Yeah, it's all the same world, right? You got the TARDIS and all that bullshit.
That's the fucking mailbox that goes...
no, it's the fucking phone box.
I know what it is.
And no disrespect to your fandom. If you like the show, congratulations. You found a...
I gotta be honest, speaking of shows that are people, fandoms that are starting to piss me off, dog, here's the other thing I gotta do about this. Because it was sitting directly, so I had a unibrow. Listen, Marvel fans are starting to bug me.
Yeah.
Like...
I feel like they were like, okay, so DC's been getting a lot of attention lately.
Like, Marvel fans are starting to be like Patriots fans. Or like fans of the team that are like, oh yeah, I like this team. Or like Golden State Warriors fans from 3 years ago. Oh, you've always been a Warriors fan, huh? Who's Monte Ellis?
That's the same motherfuckers that were Heat fans. When the big
whoa. I take offense to that. I'm a LeBron James fan.
But I'm saying all these Heat fans that came out of fucking nowhere because the Big Three formed. I've always been a Heat fan. Really, motherfucker? Who's Alonzo Mourning?
He's one of the best centers of all time. For the Heat. He's a great center of all time.
Second best for the Heat. Still Shaq.
Shaq is not better than Alonzo Mourning all time for the Heat.
Yep.
Is LeBron James the best Heat player ever?
Yeah.
All right. I thought you were going to say no.
Who? I'm going to say Dwayne Wade?
Maybe.
They weren't even...
Is Tom Brady the best player for the Bucks of all time?
No.
Keyshawn
Johnson. Nah, Warren Sapp.
I was going to say Warren Sapp, Derrick Brooks.
Derrick Brooks.
There you go. John Lynch played there too.
Yeah.
Mike Allstott.
Derrick Brooks.
Cadillac Williams.
Derrick Brooks is one of those rare linebackers that could do fucking everything. I'll even throw out Rondé Barber.
This? Ooh, Rondé Barber. How about this?
Tiki.
God damn it. He wasn't better than Tiki.
Yes, he was.
He wasn't better than Tiki.
Tiki was mid, bro. He had like 3 years where he was decent.
Okay.
He played like 6 years.
He won a Super Bowl.
Because of Tiki? Or was it because of Michael Strahan?
Does he really not have the gap?
I don't know. I thought that was an April Fool's thing.
I couldn't prove it.
You know what I'm upset about? That motherfucker's good looking now. go look up Michael Strahan without the gap. Y'all like, God, this motherfucker looks like he's on GQ now.
He looked on it the whole time. All right. Let's talk about bullshit. Skip Bayless as we'll take a look around the sporting world.
Yeah,
talk about the shit.
We gotta have time to talk about Attack on Titan at the end.
Oh, fuck all. You're right. All right. I mean, we can always save it so we can finish the goddamn season.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. Simmer down.
I need to know. I need to know.
I'm 20,
You know-
21 episodes into season 3.
So you have one episode left.
I do? I'll finish it tonight then.
How do you?
What? I got distracted by a fucking documentary on Netflix. If you like serial killers,
God, stop watching serial killer documentaries. It's weird.
it's not weird.
It's weird.
I'm not the only one out there. It doesn't tickle your fancy a little bit to how a normal motherfucker can just start killing people with a spoon.
Okay, so we'll just skip says. So a couple weeks ago, Kevin Durant came back from another injury. He played decent, scored 33 points off the bench, and Skip is just gives Kevin Durant praise. He goes, Kevin Durant asked to come off the bench. That just shows heart and not wanting to mess up the chemistry. But if LeBron James came back and said, hey guys, I'm going to come off the bench, what would Skip say?
All of it.
He's weak. He's not mentally tough enough to be a starter. This is such a baby move.
Just hang him up.
He clearly doesn't. Anyway, you just give. I just know there's a double standard there. He didn't actually say a double standard, but I'm implying. All right. Next, Skip says if Trey Lance or Justin Fields fell in a draft, the Panthers should take them because he has seen more from them than he has Sam Darnold.
I'm so tired of the Sam Darnold slander, bro.
So you've seen more from Justin Fields and Trey Lance, who also played 1 year, sat out, hasn't played since 2019. You've seen more from him than Sam Darnold playing for a shit NFL organization who made 1 games. He didn't go over. He won like 6 games his rookie year. He won 5 or 6 games. Like, he's trying, but he had Adam Gase as a head coach.
It's not, no, man, it's not even that. It's the fucking fact that the dude had 4 head coaches in his time
Something
there.
like that.
And he had like the worst running,
Literally the worst
offense.
rushing attack of all time.
He had one of the worst offensive lines. He had his defense, and they traded away.
He had Adam Gase as a coach or a GM.
Like
he had no hope.
Yeah.
So
I've seen tape on this kid, and yeah, he'll sometimes force the shit.
But sometimes
I've seen him make throws that like top 5 NFL
he can make a
quarterbacks
few.
only make.
He can make throws that very few people can. And I'll be honest, right now, if we could have traded and got Sam Darnold,
I thought Chicago,
I would have taken Sam Darnold
Chicago
over
should
Justin
have
Fields
before they got Andy Dalton.
Yeah, I would have taken it.
Because when I heard the rumors about Andy Dalton or Donald,
I would have been
going
happy
to
with
San
Sam.
Francisco. It was San Francisco, Washington, and Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I would take. I wanted Darnold.
Yeah.
in San Francisco. It's like fucking send goddamn Jimmy.
Because Allen
Jets.
Robinson is better than any receiver he's ever played with.
Exactly. Not
By a
only
mile.
that, but the defense is better.
Yeah, he would give you hope. Yeah, we might even talk about it on the podcast.
I can't wait for fucking Chicago to come out this year. I'm excited for you, fellow.
Thanks, man. So obviously they're arguing again about Kevin Durant adding players or something to the Nets, and Skip was like, or they were arguing about building a team and how they added Harden and they added Kyrie, and Shannon was like, well, Kevin Durant's the GM of the Nets. He's like, no, it wasn't them. He was like, well, when he got there, it was just him and Kyrie. Then he told them to go get James Harden. So why is it different for the Lakers to get Andre Drummond? And he's like, well, LeBron's the GM.
Are we really gonna compare getting James Harden to Andre Drummond?
They were comparing team building. He was like, well, clearly LeBron James is the GM of the Lakers. And then he was like, well, Kevin Durant's not the GM of the Nets. Come on. That doesn't make sense. Come on. He just plays basketball.
Shannon.
Skip. Fucking bip. Anyway, my point is a double standard again.
Right.
If LeBron does it, he's the GM. But if Kevin's team does
it's
it,
not. Yeah, it's literally just if it's anybody but LeBron.
Check it out. This feels old because they talked about this a lot. Well, Kevin Durant hit the shot of shots in LeBron's face in Game 3. Question. The game was tied when he hit the shot. And there was like a minute left in the game. And there was still time on the shot clock. So that's not clutch according to Skip. You have to be down 1 or 2 with a couple seconds on the shot clock. So you have to think about it. You can't just shoot it. You have to ISO. You have to fade to the right and the left. And if it touches anything but net, you got lucky. That's the only thing that counts as a clutch shot to Skip.
And not only that, but fucking Kevin Durant rising up and shooting
A pull-up jumper?
Apart from like fucking
Wilt?
Bull. Nobody can put a hand up in his face. Because it's not like he's the crazy thing about Kevin Durant is he's 7 foot. I don't give a fuck what.
No, he's easily 7 foot.
But he doesn't shoot like a 7-footer.
No,
like, watch like a Jokic shoot. He barely leaves the floor.
Kevin Durant gets good.
Kevin Durant gets up, so he's got to shoot at like 10 feet, bro.
Probably pretty
and his
close.
hands are up. He's shooting at 10 feet.
Yeah.
He just gets to shoot a missile in.
And also.
So LeBron's like
Let's talk about
this in his chest.
Let's talk about this confidence thing, right? Oh, Kevin Durant was so confident. He pulled up and hit the shots in LeBron's face. But if you are backed by Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond his prime.
What was the series at that point?
It was tied 1-1. No, it was game 3. Yeah, 1-1.
That's what we're talking about?
Yeah.
To take a 2-1 lead?
Yeah. It's the shot of shots. He took over. He said, "This is my house now." In game 3, in LeBron's house.
Actually, you would have been proud of me and Mo. We were actually giving LeBron props today.
I'm proud of you for even.
So we were talking about how we were talking about basketball, and we were talking about how fucking LeBron. They always fucking give Kyrie the credit for that shot.
Yeah.
And Ray Allen too. And it's like, but no one ever remembers that fucking Michael Jordan passed the ball to fucking Steve Kerr at the top of the key, and he hit that shot to win the game.
He did that more than one time.
But I'm saying, you talk about LeBron.
Well, he didn't pass the ball to Kyrie. And the reason, do you know what Skip
don't
says?
have
When
to
that's
pass
brought
the ball
up,
to Kyrie.
when that's brought up, do you know what Skip says? Skip says, Jordan told him in the huddle, the play was called for him, and he's going to make the shot. So Jordan already called the play and passed the ball.
Did he?
So
he knew they were going to double team him, and he was going to be wide open. He
told him. That's what he told him. Jordan looked him in the face.
Michael Nostradamus Jordan.
Yeah, that's why it's different.
Have they ever met?
Who? Jordan and LeBron?
No, Jordan and Skip.
Yes.
They have met.
Skip was a reporter for the Bulls in 1998 during the last championship run.
So did Jordan do the whole fucking Mean Joe Green thing? He was walking down. Jordan was walking down the tunnel, and Skip was like, "Hey, Jordo," and he was like, took his jersey off. And was like, "There you go, kid."
There you go, kid.
And he was like, "Thanks," and that's why he fucking sucks his nuts. Don't get me wrong, he's the fucking GOAT. I love Michael Jordan.
Yeah, definitely.
But god damn, man, he doesn't piss rainbows.
No, he pisses excellence. Listen, I thought you were going to say, have Jordan and LeBron met? And I was going to say, well, if you ask Mike, they played horse in Cleveland.
And Michael, no, they played one-on-one.
Was it one-on-one?
Michael what was it? He said LeBron was young.
I think he was before he got drafted. I think LeBron was 18.
And so Jordan would have been like in his 40s.
Yeah.
And he went out there and just motherfucked LeBron. I was like, I bet he did, bro.
We're sitting in the break room. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm looking at you. You're just like, the other time, it was so good when he came up and told us about getting hit by a 120 mile an hour underhand softball pitch. You're standing side by side, right? So the way it looks is I'm looking at you guys, right? But you guys, Mike is standing next to you guys.
He's like behind me so he can't see me.
And he's telling me he gets hit with a 120 mile an hour underhand softball pitch.
Like fast pitch softball.
And I'm looking at Mike, but I see Corey just getting angry. And Corey just shaking. He was
as soon as he walked away, I Googled it, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro. 100.
No,
don't get me wrong. I've been to because my dad played slow pitch when I was a kid, so I've been there.
Slow pitch?
Yeah, I played slow pitch for 2 years.
Fast pitch?
No, slow pitch.
Okay,
I'm not playing fast pitch.
Why?
I've seen it. Fuck that. Fast pitch softball. You know the ball is that fucking big, right?
Yeah, easier to hit.
No, the fuck it's not.
How, Sway?
It's not.
You would rather stand there with a missile this big?
The mound is closer.
Yeah.
And they step closer to you when they throw it.
So it's the equivalent of 120 mile an hour pitch?
No, it's not.
That's what Jay tried to tell me. Because Jay also likes fast pitch softball. But
Jay also likes the Vikings. So
they got Kellen Mond, by the way.
And
good pick by them.
being a complete prick.
It's one of his favorite pastimes. Anyway, point being, let's move on.
I wanted to catch that.
This fucking title belt is scratching the hell out of my neck. I wanted to wear the whole podcast, but I couldn't do it.
I don't think you can handle the pressure of the belt, sir.
Oh, I'm putting it back on now. I got to put it on now. I got to finish out strong. Look at this fucking championship reign, baby. All right.
I'm so upset. I thought I had it in the bag when I was 4 for 4.
I definitely was getting worried, but then I went like 5 in a row, and I was like, all right, I'm good. KD had to go to Golden State because he couldn't win with Russ,
right?
who helped Kevin Durant get a 3-1 lead.
So,
But it's Russ's fault they lost the last 3 games, not KD's.
So, is it that, or is it that Kevin Durant needed to be carried by Steph Curry?
Depends on who you ask, because according to Skip, Kevin Durant said he couldn't win with Russ, so he had to go see the Warriors.
I mean, there is some truth to that because Russell Westbrook's never going to win a title.
His primary decision maker. He couldn't. Well, Kevin Durant could be the primary. Why doesn't Kevin Durant bring the ball up the court?
Because Kevin Durant can't be your man on your team. He can't be the man on your team.
That's weird. It's almost like I agree. All right, moving on. Dr. J, old doctorless J-erless, says LeBron isn't in his. He made 2 top 10 a top 10 all-time teams.
Oh yeah, I
5 by 5. He said LeBron isn't in there because he engineered super teams, but Bill Russell and Larry Bird were in his list, and Dr. J was on a team with 4 Hall of Famers. 3 with the Sixers. But
Bill Russell was on with 12.
but super team. LeBron engineered super teams. No, he didn't.
12, bro. He had 2 lineups and 2 subs.
Yeah.
Of fucking Hall of Famers on his team.
When there were 8 teams in the league.
Okay, this whole narrative of super, the only difference between then and now is now
the players
are deciding it, whereas back then there were 10 teams and everybody wanted to go play for the 2 that were winning all the championships.
If you just were on a shit team your whole career, people forget you existed.
Right.
Do people know how good Clyde Drexler was?
No.
Moses Malone?
Well, a lot of people don't even realize Moses Malone was like one of the first people to come straight out of high school. Who, by the way, is a very underrated player, and I'm glad you brought him up, because Moses Malone was a motherfucker.
He was on the team that Dr. J won a championship with.
Moses
Malone at the time was the best player in the NBA, and Dr. J was second. Who had just been winning championships in the ABA and being great in the ABA, joined the NBA, ends up with the 76ers, plays with Moses Malone, wins the 1 title. But it wasn't a super team. Back then it was, but it's fine. It's fine. You're an idiot, but it's fine.
Yeah, LeBron gets a lion's share. I just think they were blessed with the opportunity to go play with each other.
Right.
Because you didn't have that edge anymore of, I gotta hate that guy because he's on the other team.
Also, oh God. They came out with a list of the best number 1 overall picks in NFL history. The top 2, Manning and Elway. Who's the best number 1 pick of all time? I'm asking.
Between those 2?
Yeah.
Or period?
I'm asking you, who's between those 2, because they were the 1 and 2 on the list.
I would take Manning over
I would too. It's fine. Manning's better. Skip says he would take Elway over Peyton Manning. Because...
So, let me guess. Is it because of the struggles that Peyton... I mean, not struggles that Peyton had in the playoffs?
We're not going to talk about how Elway lost 3 Super Bowls?
We're not going to talk about the fact that he got motherfucked in 94, bro, by the 49ers.
Yeah, he did.
They lost like 49-10?
Hey, he tried. Manning is just flat out better than John Elway. John Elway's a top 6, top 7 quarterback all time. Yeah. Easy. He's not better than Peyton Manning. Because Peyton Manning's probably 2 or 1. Depending on who you ask.
Depending on what are you going overall body of work, or are you going off like...
He did have like 5 MVPs, bro.
Yeah, but only 2 Super Bowl... 1. He had 1 Super Bowl ring. Because that second one...
He has 2.
That second one does not count to me.
Yeah, I mean, it goes in the record books as 2.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Peyton Manning.
But it's not even close. Elway is not as good as Peyton Manning. And I'm sorry.
I'd have to look at it.
Shannon Sharp, who played with John Elway, said Peyton Manning is better. How are you going to argue with that guy?
Look at the overall body of work is what I'm saying.
Talent-wise, I think John Elway's more talented. He had
much more mobile. He was more mobile. But the fucking the work ethic of Peyton Manning is
ridiculous.
Literally, nobody can match that shit.
Tom Brady.
No.
Yeah.
Does he study film like that?
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah. Tom Brady's the only one in NFL history who can compare with that. And it hurts me to say it because I hate him. But when he's not making out with his kid, he's watching film. He's got avocado toast and
When
fucking ice cream, and he's
I
just
will tell
watching
you this.
film.
So, if it meant that you got to have the career that he had, but like the length. If it meant that you got to play in the NFL for as long as he has or will, would you eat and live the life that he lives? Obviously, sans fucking making out with your son on camera. Like fucking like, have you seen the shit that he eats?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
But he's also like in really good shape, and he's beautiful. So like,
no, he's not.
He is, dog. He is, dog.
I'm so tired of hearing about how gorgeous Giselle is. She's not great.
All right, but anyway, let's not talk about another man's wife.
Oh, I don't like models. Period. I think they.
So here's the other problem I have with people. People are fucking stupid.
I mean,
Chris Broussard says LeBron wouldn't have made the finals 10 consecutive years if he was in the West. If LeBron is in the West, that means he gets a Western Conference team, right?
Yeah.
You're not gonna if you want to tell me the shit Cavs teams go with him, maybe he doesn't.
Who's he play for?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. He's going to make the playoffs at least.
I will say this. That means he'd have to play against the Lakers and the Spurs.
Okay.
He'd have to play.
We talking in 2010?
He'd have to play Popovich.
Yeah.
Before he'd even.
He's on a Western Conference team though.
On top of that, he'd have to play both of those teams 4 times in the regular season.
Yes.
So they would know how to beat him.
Do you know how to beat him, or you hope?
I don't know. Ask the 14?
11?
2012, 2013 Heat team if Popovich can figure out how to beat LeBron James.
You mean the Heat team that hit every single 3-pointer and shot 60%?
Spurs?
Yeah, it's Spurs team. Yeah, you're right. That's just repeatable every time. Yeah. Wow. You're telling me that they got literally the hottest a finals team has ever been.
I will say this. He wouldn't have gone to no 10 straight, but he would have won. They act like it was literally, I mean, it was for a while literally the Lakers or the Spurs, but not every year.
And also
because LeBron is enough. LeBron by himself is enough to
okay, so let's say he goes on the Mavericks with Dirk. Yeah.
So LeBron is enough to beat Carmelo.
Of course. What if he goes to the Nuggets with Melo?
No.
They win a finals. They win a finals. Easily.
Not with I don't think him and Carmelo.
Chauncey?
Him and Carmelo don't mesh well, bro. Carmelo is such a dead.
But I think LeBron would have a different. Maybe I'm wrong.
Those two for sure, I don't think would work.
Okay, but what about
LeBron and Kobe? Would have fucking worked.
Fuck yeah! Like I'm just saying,
you put can't... LeBron on the Spurs team, yeah, they go to 10 straight finals, and they probably win 10 straight rings, bro. Just with a coach like Greg Popovich, and a once in a lifetime talent like fucking LeBron.
But the argument is, well, if he's in the Western Conference, he doesn't go. No, okay, maybe.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about like what team are you putting him on?
Right. And you can't just take the shit.
Put him on the Phoenix Suns with Steve Nash and all them. They win at least 2 titles, bro.
Fuck. And I agree that part of it.
Granted, Mike D'Antoni would have got fired like as soon as LeBron fucking landed on the fucking runway to play for Phoenix.
I agree. I see what you're saying. Like, I think they give. But how come nobody gives Jordan any grief for playing in the East?
Well, it was harder back then.
Okay, but see, that's the thing.
But he
the Western Conference was easier back then, and nobody gives him easy finals opponents. They never say that.
You know who I feel bad for?
Who you feel bad for, Doug?
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Bad dog, poor Hakeem, man.
Because his 2 rings come with like asterisks like a motherfucker. He's like, yeah, he won 2 rings, but it's because Jordan wasn't
playing. I will say this: I thought that Shaq and Penny would have been able to beat the Bulls. How did Shaq get stopped the second season? Because when Jordan came back, and the one that doesn't count, when he lost to the Magic in the second round of the playoffs.
I don't, because he didn't have his post game fully fleshed out like he did late with the Lakers.
You tell me fucking Horace Grant held him down, dog?
Because you're going based off of just experience in the NBA. You know, you went from 4 years in LSU. I wonder how much money he made in LSU.
Dog.
I won't hear it. He not only did he not pay a dime for a goddamn thing there.
Never.
He fucking got paid the whole time he was there.
Scott Brooks, this is just this week, said...
like former NBA coach Scott Brooks?
No, he's still an NBA coach. He coaches the Wizards.
former head coach Scott Brooks? 'Cause
He
he's
says
fucking trash.
Russell Westbrook is going to finish as the second greatest point guard of all time.
Over who?
Everyone not named Magic.
Okay. Again,
He's not the second best point guard right now.
Down, not even as the hardest, not even just the hardest NBA player to grade, the hardest athlete to ever grade.
Second greatest point guard of all time is the
That
dumbest.
motherfucker doesn't make the top 15, bro. Look.
Oh, I've got Dr. J's teams, by the way. We'll run through
I
that real quick.
I will go outside the obvious, outside the top 3, because I order them however you want. It goes Magic, Curry, Stockton. Doesn't matter how you want to order them.
Fine.
I'll fucking give me Gary Payton. Give me
Isaiah?
the OG Isaiah
Oscar
Thomas.
Robinson?
Yeah. Like, the fuck out of here. No disrespect to Russ, bro, but he's... Sometimes I need to know, what in the fuck are you thinking? Because...
I think he's thinking Russ is on my team and I don't want to be a dickhead, maybe.
No, I'm talking about Russ. What the fuck are you thinking?
Why are you hating on Russ for?
No, I'm not. I'm just like, sometimes you make decisions the
definitely.
way you play. You're like, what
yeah.
the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, but then sometimes you're like, wow.
Because he has that mentality of, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win, but then, like, you don't, though.
He does whatever it takes to win, but he also pulls really, really, really
Yeah,
hard.
like, why are you because he's got a couple shots, like, there was one time, I think it was when KD was still there. He came down the court and hit, like, a fucking 30-footer. And you're like, damn, that's crazy. But, like, we also know that
and then,
the
like,
reason
3
that was
possessions
open,
in a row.
the only reason why you're open is because no one thinks you're going to pull that shot. And if you do, no one thinks it's going in.
Right.
Bro.
Except you. But Dr. J's team, by the way, his 2 teams were first team. Okay. This isn't in order. It's just first team. Oscar Robertson, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, Bill Russell, Will Chamberlain.
So, hold on. So,
yes.
you notice that it's people from his fucking generation.
Yeah. And then the second team was Magic, Michael, Larry, Karl Malone, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I need somebody to look me in the face and tell me who the fuck's taking Larry Bird over LeBron James.
And do you know what Skips?
I'll give him the first team because he played with all those motherfuckers.
Do you know?
Wait, no, he didn't play with fucking Jerry West, right?
Jerry West was before.
He had Will Chamberlain on there?
Yeah. But also, hear me out.
I don't like that Bill Russell's on there.
Yeah, me either. Do you know why Skip had a problem with that list? Because Skip didn't agree.
Jordan wasn't on the first team.
Yeah, Jordan was in the second team. So he's like, well, Jordan, he clearly his list is wrong.
He didn't give a fuck if LeBron wasn't on there. He was like, fucking...
He gives him a kudos.
Goddamn way you're taking Oscar Robertson over Michael fucking Jordan, bro. Shut your bitch ass up.
Here we are. Skip says, LeBron is sitting out games because he was embarrassed against the Kings. He missed a game winner. 2 seconds left, throws up a 3, missed it. It's fine. He missed another game, and LeBron is sitting because he's embarrassed, not because he's still hurt.
Not only that, but at this point in the season, what the fuck are the Lakers playing for?
They got to get out of the play-in. But even then, if they're 100% healthy, the play-in doesn't matter. They're going to lose to the Warriors and the fucking Wolves? No. Or Memphis? No.
First of all, if the fucking Wolves are making the playoffs...
It's Memphis, I think.
Memphis makes more sense.
Yeah, he's sitting out because he's embarrassed. Okay, Skip, whatever. He straight up with a straight face said he would take Dak Prescott over Josh Allen on his Cowboys right now.
So, what's your true feeling about Josh Allen?
He's really damn good.
Better than Dak Prescott?
Yeah. Not only is he more talented, but he's overall just better.
I've never really loved fucking Dak Prescott.
Dak is an above-average NFL quarterback, somewhere between 15 and 10.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is a legitimate top 10,
10.
top 7 quarterback. He's legitimately really good. His jump last year was consistent, and I think getting him a number 1.
I have to tell you, the thing I love about Buffalo is they are doing their quarterback right.
Yep, they're doing everything they can to support him, and that's how you
I love organizations that go out here and make these fucking... These organizations are like, all right, well, we're going to do what we want to do, and then you just make it work. No, you have a quarterback type. Fucking build around him. Build him a stout-ass fucking defense, and give him somebody to throw the goddamn ball to.
No,
and look how far they made it last year. Now, granted, later in the playoffs, you realize they weren't quite there yet,
but it's a hell of an improvement. They definitely get props in my book, and Josh Allen's
fucking bottom of that fucking division.
Josh Allen's damn good. Especially, I really like the way he runs. He's aggressive. Skip says Aaron Rodgers is lucky to have 7 playoff wins since the Super Bowl win in 2010. So if you take those 4 away, he's had 7 since then. And Skip says he's lucky, but there's no luck in Tom Brady winning 7 Super Bowls. Nope, that's not lucky at all. It's not lucky that his defensive back made the greatest defensive play in NFL history and picks the ball. It's not lucky that he had a playoff-ending interception turned over by an offside
So
call.
was it luck the 3 that he lost?
That Tom Brady lost? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's Bill Belichick's fault, actually.
That's right. Bill Belichick told the fucking defense to let old boy. How the fuck do you have Randy Moss on your team?
And he scored 14 points?
Yeah, bro.
Dog, before the Super Bowl, so Tom Brady gets credit for throwing for 505 yards against the Eagles, but his team loses, and it's not his fault, even though he had 2 chances. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Before that Super Bowl against the first Giants, the undefeated Patriots, Plaxico Burress said, we're going to hold, or one of them, OC, somebody on the defense said, we're going to hold them to 14 points. And they asked Tom Brady about it. He goes, we're only going to score 14 points? Yeah, okay. And then they scored exactly 14 points. And Skip gives him credit. He goes, well, he threw the game-winning touchdown pass to fucking Randy Moss. It was they put him up 14-10. Hey, Skip, the greatest offense the NFL had ever seen scored 14 points. And that's not Tom Brady's fault in any way. That makes a whole lot of sense. I think I've got one more thing, and then we're done. Skip looked into the windows of Shannon Sharp's soul and said he would take Tim Tebow as a blocking tight end before he would take Shannon Sharp on his best day as a blocker. Nope, don't even give it credit, bro.
No, I will say this. Shannon even admitted in a video that he wasn't the best blocker.
No,
but he's better than a quarterback.
Not only is he better than a quarterback.
Side note, was I the one that got kind of excited but / furious that Tim Tebow is trying to try out
Yeah,
for tight
you should
end?
be furious.
Why the fuck did you do that a long time ago, you fuck?
Because Tim Tebow is in love with Tim Tebow being in the media. That's why he played for the Mets. That's why he's coming back in football. It's because Tim Tebow's a little bit self-conceited.
Can I be honest with you? This whole Jesus shit, I've never really bought into it with him.
I believe it.
No, it's probably a part of him, but I don't think it's because he says he the way he acts and shit. It's all of him.
To be fair, that's a little cynic of you.
No, I think he's. So he went to Florida. Okay, no. Listen to me. He went to Florida, right?
Yeah.
He won 2 national championships.
Yeah.
Won a Heisman.
Yeah.
And Florida.
Yeah.
Didn't have sex one time.
No.
Bullshit. Maybe that he doesn't remember.
Well, what if it wasn't sex? Because maybe there's some loopholes.
I mean, Court, if you want to go there.
Okay. So,
there's the devil's doorway.
Maybe there was some things that happened that weren't intercourse per the Bible. Okay? Second of all, maybe he got married before every time. Fucking Aaron Hernandez is holding the ceremony in the back.
That fucking Florida team. Go look up that Florida team and see how many convicts and fucking murderers were on that fucking
convict
team.
Sex offenders, and they were all led by a fucking preacher, dog. It's amazing. Now listen. Anyway, listen.
Yeah,
listen.
So I was a big Tim Tebow fan when he came out.
Me too.
Like that year he was with the Broncos.
Yeah.
I was like, I hated him, but you fucking won me over.
Yeah.
And then I still to this day think he got motherfucked. Yeah,
he did. He got a raw deal.
Because fucking you had Rex Ryan, who I've never liked as a coach. I think he's a fucking pompous prick. Said, I'm sticking with fucking Mark Sanchez, even though everyone and their mom was like,
because he drafted him.
Tim Tebow isn't the greatest quarterback, but better than fucking Mark Sanchez.
Definitely.
But he got motherfucking. As soon as everyone saw that he didn't get another chance in the Jets,
that was it.
It was it. Like the fucking Patriots gave him a half-ass pretend buzz because Bill Belichick likes signing former Jets for some reason.
But anyway, point being, listen to me. Tim Tebow, in his prime, is not a better blocker than Shannon Sharp.
Oh no. All that side note to say, yeah, Skip's fucking high as a kite.
Shannon Sharp might not have been the best blocking tight end of all time, but he did bench press 500 pounds and would try. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been on the field.
Shit, a couple years ago, didn't he put up 400?
Yes. But also in his
prime,
he was told, like his first year, second year in the NFL, he's like, listen, when we put you in, they know we're throwing the ball. You got to get better at run blocking. So you know what he did? He got good enough at run blocking, and also it wasn't like they were putting their system is a cutback, one cut, that zone scheme. He's in charge of the cut guy. He's chopping knees. He's not blocking defensive tackles.
Pushing him 10 yards down the field.
It's not his job. And also, he's still better at that than Tim Tebow.
First of all, the fact that you would say a non-tight end is better at anything than a tight end
is offensive.
You're fucking
bullshit. And also, putting Tim Tebow on that team, whether it's at tight end or not, is a bad idea.
The media circus, bro. Because if Trevor Lawrence comes out and has like 3 bad games...
they're going to say put Tim Tebow in the quarterback.
It's the whole reason why Denver shipped his ass out when they got Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Because we're not trying to... Because at that time, Peyton had just got off the neck surgery. Nobody knew what Peyton was going to be. And they were like, fuck that. Because if Peyton comes out and plays half of what he was, people are going to start screaming.
And his first year was better than that, right? Didn't he throw 55
He broke
touchdowns?
the fucking records, yeah, his first year. I bet Indy was like, son of a bitch.
No, they had Andrew Luck. They're all right.
Yeah.
Like, Andrew Luck was a wasted talent.
Doing them a whole lot of good now,
all
taking right. Andrew Luck.
Attack on Titan. You're almost done with season 3.
Yep.
What have you found out? Because I finished the manga, so I know.
I found out that they waited really long to make me like the show.
I don't care. What did you find out? What do you know now that you didn't before?
So they finally got to the cellar.
Okay, so wait, let's lead in because I do want to talk about. So on the one side of the wall, they go to Shiragisha or whatever.
The fucking island.
The first, not the island, you jackass. That's paradise. I'm talking about on the wall.
Paradise.
The walls. They go to the original village where the show kicks off, right?
Yeah.
They're looking for the Titans. Oh no, we can't find them. Armin's like, I bet they're in the fucking walls. These motherfuckers.
Oh, you're going all the way back.
Yeah, back a few episodes, right? So then, on the one side of the wall, Colossal Titan punts Eren into a goddamn oblivion, which was amazing, by the way. Dog, my favorite part of the whole thing, the music's playing. They're like, Eren, you stop the Titan. He's like, I got him. He grabs his leg and he's like, Rrr! And he's pushing his leg back, and you're like, oh my god, he's doing it. And the Colossal Titan just goes.
The whole time I was sitting there, I was like, please kick this motherfucker off of you.
He punted that bitch like a fucking mile and a half embedded his ass on the top of the wall. And then fucking Erwin and the gang, Erwin are on the other side of the wall, getting pelted by the pitcher, the fucking Sasquatch.
I'm so glad that you fucking called him Sasquatch, because that's exactly what he looks like to me.
That's what he is.
He looks like if somebody took the Rock's body and put like a baby's head on.
He's the beast,
like
the Beast Titan,
and stretched his arms out.
Yeah, but I don't want to spoil it. Anyway, he's winging rocks fucking up the whole town. All the survey crew are about to die. Erwin gives the badass speech. He's like, we're all going to go out and we're gonna fucking get this Titan. And then Levi, he says, Levi, you kill that Beast Titan.
So
you have to kill him.
I was sitting there and I was watching him fucking Tarzan his way all the way over there. I was just slow stroking it the whole time.
It was so. He's like,
my favorite part. So like they kind of like go off like they're like all right. They're like Levi. They don't even talk about him.
For like a minute. They let you forget.
And then all of a sudden the fucking Sasquatch is sitting there. Like, I don't understand. They gave up, and then he looks over to the right, and like all of them are dead. And he's like, "The fuck's going on?" And then he sees him come up. And he's
comes
like,
through the smoke.
He's like, "That's probably Levi that they've been warning me about." And then motherfucks the fucking Sasquatch.
Dog, he has a flashback, and he goes, I have to wait for what? Because he's the... Do you know the name of the place? The other place?
Yeah.
Not the island, but Marley?
Yeah.
Okay. He's the Marleyan champion. He's their best weapon. He's the ultimate weapon they have, right? Because obviously he can fuck shit up with his throwing abilities and shit.
And talk?
Yeah, he's the only one that can talk. Anyway, he's the only one that can like verbally talk that you know. Anyway, he's the champion, and his two friends are like, listen, Captain Levi is strong as fuck.
Yeah, they warned him, and he's like, oh, this must be Levi.
Yeah, oh, Levi.
And then Levi proceeds to just push his shit in.
Cuts this dude into fucking ribbons. He's like, arm gone.
No, fuck all that. That's not even the best part. My best part, so he finally motherfucks him, pulls him out, that weird fucking thing comes and gets him. So then all these Titans are coming, and Levi's like, oh, now all of you gotta fucking die. And he kills all of them.
He kills all of them. Levi's he's so good, dog. Levi makes the Beast... Because the Beast Titans built up to be this And it shows him fucking up the Armor Titan even.
That's the only time that you fucking see him go up against a regular ass dude, and it had to be fucking Levi.
Dog, the Beast Titan, he's built like, and like I said, the Beast Titan's built up to be like that dude. Like the Beast Titan's a motherfucker. They show him fucking up Reiner Reiner's armor tightened up, like, and the Armor Titan at the time's like, ooh, he's scary, and the Beast Titan fucks him up, and then Levi. He does it so smooth, bro. Cuts his arm off. He's like, he's going for my Nate. Boom. Did he? Am I blind?
Am I blind?
Boom! Falls down. Cuts his leg. Cuts his Achilles. He falls down. He's like, oh god. Pulls him up. Sticks the sword in his throat. And he's like, call for the Titans now. Call for him. Do it. I dare you. He's like, now you can't regenerate. You're missing limbs. You can't heal.
He's like, your body, all your body can do is regenerate.
Anyway, they go to the basement. That's just my favorite part of that show. He goes to the basement. What happened? They read a book.
Well, they read the book and then they tell you that.
Spoiler alert.
How long's season 3 been out?
A minute, but I just in case.
They tell you that there's a humanity elsewhere, and then they kind of flash it back to Aaron's dad, and he was a kid. Dog, that part was brutal. You know what did piss me off? So I'm sitting there when you find out where the Titans are coming from, and they're sitting up there and fucking old boy, what's his Grisha is sitting there, and he sees the fucking dude that fed his fucking sister the dogs. I told my wife, I paused the show and I was like, I'll tell you this right now, as if I came face to face with the dude that killed my brother, handcuffs ain't gonna be enough, bro. I'm gonna break him.
Yeah, that motherfucker's dead, dog.
Yeah, fuck yeah. But I mean,
isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
bro. So the. Spoilers,
I am fucking finally glad. I'm upset that in a 4-season show it took you this long to fucking tell. But you are right. It doesn't make the first 2 seasons worth it though.
Here's my thing.
It is a little slow burn.
But it is a slow burn. I'll give you that. But I gotta leave this on.
Here's what I wish. Listen, I wish they wouldn't have said shit about. If they wouldn't have said shit about that fucking seller until like the end of season 2 or like middle of season 2, it would have been better. But dog, they talk about the seller in like episode 4.
So here's the thing. I agree with you. It is a slow burn, but my only gripe against that is that was a good point. Saving this basement thing for later. That's at least a fair point, and I'll listen to that. What would you rather have them done as opposed to trickle feeding you information and giving you bits and pieces that there could be more of the world?
My main complaint was the seller thing. You talked about it in the very beginning of the show, and then you don't even reveal it until season 3. Like that's a long. You're putting a lot of faith that the rest of the show is going to be able to carry. I will say that the
goal would be they want you to kind of. I mean, I guess they kind of make it the main.
You find out a lot in one episode. At the end, you find out everything in this one episode or 2, because then you feel the dude. By the way. Why did that one guard? What is with this show and grown ass men beating the fuck out of kids?
Oh, the one who beat up
Grisha.
Yeah.
He was like, all right. He's like, you want to report or do you want to take a beating? And he was like, I'll take a beating. And I dragged my sister along. I'll take her beating. And then proceeds to just Heine.
Yeah, he fucks Grisha up. So you have
but then lets him watch the airship, and I was like, that doesn't even make sense.
Doesn't feel right. So, how far are you into the revealing of Marley?
So I got the last episode that I watched. Old boy, the owl.
Yeah.
By the way, when he kicked old boy off.
Yeah.
And let him get eaten by a titan, I was like, ah!
So
So he revealed in the next episode that when you take on one of the 9 powers, you can only live 13 years after that.
Correct.
And then you die.
Yes.
So if he were to die without somebody else eating him, does that power just die? Or does it like manifest later?
I don't know how much they reveal in the show, so I'm not going to say.
Okay. But yeah, that last episode that I watched, he told old boy
Grisha
to eat him in Titan form so that he could then go and eat the dude in the royal family,
right?
So that he had
King
that power.
Prince. Yeah, the founding Titan.
That was the last thing that I saw.
Let me see, because I don't want to.
accidentally spoils
Yeah,
them.
I don't want to.
I will say I am 100% into the show now. I am upset that it took so long.
See, and here's my thing.
I like the like again there's two characters that I like. Everybody else could fucking die. No, we gotta talk about it. I know you know. I already know you know. When they had a choice between Erwin and fucking Armin.
Okay, so you know that's you know that's the Attack Titan.
What?
The name of Grisha's Titan, the one that Eren now has, is the Attack Titan.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know where it stopped on 59.
So
okay, so you know so what blew my mind is I felt like I had no idea about there being I thought there was going to be something outside the walls, like I don't know, like a king titan or something, like they were natural species kind of until we right. But then like I didn't expect them to be on their own isolated thing.
You know what this show is? They essentially ripped off the Holocaust, right? But I mean, they took it to a next level. They had to wear the armbands.
Oh yeah, no, it's built. That's yeah.
Yeah. I was like, this is very Holocaust.
It is. It is very Holocausty, and
it's not a bad thing.
Okay, so you understand that the people inside the island are the same people wearing the armbands outside the island.
Yeah, they're the ones that they treat like, because they're the bloodline of the original Titan. Yeah, I know that now.
Okay.
I also know that the shit that they're injecting them with is Titan spinal fluid.
Right.
Which is, how the fuck are you getting that?
That's interesting, isn't it?
Do they tell you where they're getting that from?
They don't specifically say, but I
think
think it's twofold.
How the fuck did you get close enough to a Titan to take out some, but not die?
No, you clearly, they have Titans working for them. So
I know that,
get it
but
from them.
it's still crazy.
But
it does kind of put into perspective why the fuck there's Titans in the walls. Because they probably sealed them in there after they fucking were done.
They don't tell you that?
I don't. Not yet.
I think they tell you, and you might have missed it.
Probably.
King Fritz
yeah, they
took
fucking
his
used them all
and made the walls,
and
then changed their memories so the people inside the walls don't know what happened outside.
Yeah, I know that.
Right.
But like, they didn't explain why the Titans are in the walls, like inside the walls. Because remember, in the end of the first season, something happened.
So do you know how did Grisha get caught?
His fucking son, his original son.
His original son.
Is that the fucking Sasquatch? That's so fucking gay.
What?
Yeah, that's fucking whack.
How is that whack? He told Eren.
You betrayed your dad, so now you're. What are you doing now? Trying to make up for it?
You don't know. Okay, never mind. It's fine.
He told on his dad.
It gets better.
Got his dad and mom exiled because he's a fucking snitch. That's what happened.
Yeah, but
that's the last time that I saw the kid.
Right, and
Yeah.
Okay, but my question is this: if you lived in a world where you were gonna die because your parents were fucking around, your grandparents, your whole family is now dead.
My loyalty is my fucking family.
So then you died.
Because I wouldn't snitch on my family.
So you don't get to save the rest of humanity.
So you sacrificed your parents to save humanity, or was it to save your favorite part? Because isn't the whole Titans, they want all the humans to die?
No.
Yeah. That's what they've.
The brainwashed Titans, the human ones that they inject.
No, they're literally fucking Reiner and fucking Bertholdt. That's what they've been talking about. They want all the humans to die. That's literally what they've said.
They want the humans in the island to die.
No, they said they want all the humans to die.
In the island. They don't want the humans that they're with Marley to die. They're protecting
all the little
Marley.
Fucking retarded Titans. The fucking... Bro, I can't get over how some of them run. Can we talk about this real quick? It is terrible.
So here's the other thing about Season 4.
Even the thriller out here.
Season 4 is a hard right from where Season 3 ends.
On purpose?
Yes. And I have to brace you for it because I was like... I was... After finding out about the end... Like, you're into the show now, right? I was that way too. I'm like hype as fuck. And then you get Season 4 and you're like, what the fuck am I looking at? So I have to brace you for that. It's a hard pivot.
In a bad way?
No, just it's not. You are now okay. Season 3, 1 through 3, is following.
So I was on the right track. That they're gonna try to pivot and make the Titans the actual good people, and it's gonna be because the Titans are the good people.
Are they?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you when you say Titans? Do you mean the Titan powers?
Yeah.
Or do you mean okay?
The people that are the regular dumb Titans too, because they used to be people.
Yeah,
they got
but
ejected just because they were fucking from.
But they're not. But they're not good. You can't.
No, they're mindless dumb fucks now. But it's not their fault. So technically, they're not evil. They're just stupid.
Well, they're not good. They're neutral. They're chaotic
they're
neutral.
Fucking hungry is what they are.
Right, but either way,
they're hungry fellas.
What the crazy part to me is that we've spent all this time with these people here, and then I
think
I didn't see an island coming.
My going into it, I was like, this isn't what they want you to think it is.
Well, no, it's not.
Like the whole time, I was like, no, what the fuck's going on with all these Titans? There's no way it's just fucking bunch of fucking naked dudes running around eating people. There's something going on. So I was already braced for that, but I wasn't. That shit was fucking nuts. I was mad at Grisha though, because if my wife was sitting there getting ready to turn into a Titan by the dude that killed my sister, he's not injecting her with shit because he's fucking dead. I'm gonna stab him in the head with that needle, and then I'm gonna motherfuck that needle into his face. That's the only thing I was mad about. Stop crying. You're just like your son. Get up.
But see, now you know where the son gets it. But also,
is that why all the Titans are useless? Because there's just a whole line of crying people. The whole bloodline's just a bunch of crying bitches.
I will say.
Oh, and Grisha got is that original the Aaron's mom? Mm-hmm. Is that the bitch that gets kicked off? I can't remember what she looks like. The one that gets eaten.
Aaron's mom. The one that Aaron saw get eaten.
Yes, it's not the same bitch, right?
What are you talking about? The Titan?
Yeah.
The Titan that ate Aaron's mom. Is that what you're asking me? Yes. The Titan that ate Aaron's mom was his mom, his stepmom, kind of.
That's fucking savage.
Yeah. And you might not recognize her again, but remember when you got mad that Aaron could control Titans?
Yeah.
The smiley bitch was the one he was fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
same bitch.
Yeah. Why? So he got her killed then.
Yeah.
Wow. So why could he do it one time?
Do you find out? They gave you all the information you need to know. You just haven't put it together.
Okay. I will say I will say I was wrong about how much I hated the show.
You don't have to.
But I made a pivot. I don't hate it anymore. I'm into it.
Let's go to the why Grisha was going to the walls. He wanted to get the Founding Titan.
Yeah.
Who owns the Founding Titan?
That fucking family.
Right. They're all royal blood.
They're all douchebags.
Right. They're all the
Except for the one girl. She's not a douchebag.
Royal blood is the key to the Founding Titan. Without it, you can't use its full abilities.
Right.
You know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Grisha, did he succeed?
Yeah? No? I don't remember.
Yes. Grisha.
Kinda. He did get it.
Right.
But
and now who has it?
Aaron?
Who was Grisha's wife? The princess?
Yeah. The one that got...
She was royal blood.
And she's dead now.
She was turned into a Titan.
She's dead now.
Aaron came in contact with her and was able to do special things.
Right.
He's not royal blood, but he came in contact with someone with royal blood.
Right.
So he can control the Titan. He could expand the Titan's powers for a little bit.
Right.
That's what you need to know.
But
royal blood is key.
What happens now that she was eaten?
You gotta have to find somebody else with royal blood, like maybe Historia.
Oh fuck! Here we go.
That's weird, right? Or maybe somebody else who's still alive that we know of.
Fella? Levi.
He's the fucking fella.
In my heart.
But I meant the guy Levi fucked up.
Fucking douchebag. Levi.
Who is Aaron's half brother.
I know. I knew that. Who's the you, Aaron? Shut the fuck up, you douchebag.
Hey.
He's a douchebag.
Who?
The guy that got his parents fucking exiled and turned into Titans. Douchebag.
Listen.
Douchebag. He's not even a douchebag. He's a hooshbag.
They explained it all to you, but I'm glad you finally made a pivot.
I knew that dude. I knew that dude was something because they kept showing him like you were supposed to know who he was. But I was like, all right, fucking, who is this kid? And then they said something about he had another son, and I was like, that makes sense.
I didn't get it right at first.
Why does he explain why the fuck he's a Sasquatch?
He's the Beast Titan.
He's a Sasquatch.
I know he's Sasquatch, but
so like, how long before we see what Armin looks like as the big fuck? Because he ate fucking.
Yes, he did.
Bertolt.
He did, yes.
That is a fucked up name.
Bertolt? Yeah, it's a fucked up name. You know what else is crazy?
You know who I felt bad for? Fucking Reiner, bro. They show that scene.
He goes crazy, right?
Bro, they showed that scene where they fully fleshed it out, where you already know them three are fucking Titans or whatever. They had to kill that fucking guy.
Yep. And he fucked him up, bro.
And he's sitting there and he's like, why is that Titan? I was like, Reiner, you poor son of a bitch.
Bro, Reiner's mentally fucked up, bro. Because he's got the hero complex, but he also has this thing where he actually like he got like DID.
Yeah.
Where he actually had one personality, and then he was so ingrained with the scouts.
I think his personality legit split,
bro. And
you show it when he first captures Eren that first time, and they're talking in those trees or whatever.
Yeah.
And you see him split off,
and he keeps dog. Yeah. It makes you feel for Reiner. Has a not good time, dog. Reiner's rough, bro. Reiner is rough.
Alive, right? He's the Armor Titan.
He's kicking, bro. He's the Armor Titan. So we've seen the Attack Titan. We know the Founding Titan exists. We've seen the Colossal Titan, the Cart Titan, the Beast Titan.
The Cart Titan is a special kind.
That the little one that grabbed him.
Yeah, I thought so.
So Cart,
looks
Beast,
like a fucking camel.
Armored, Colossal, Attack, Founding. The female Titan.
Annie.
Does
she come back? Like, do they bring her back in the story?
Eventually.
Bro, because they fucking captured her, and that's fucking it.
Well,
like, she's been down in a dirty basement.
Right, in the crystal. And then the Jaw Titan that Ymir had.
Okay.
I will tell you there's 9.
Okay.
You know of 8.
Okay.
There are no more than 9. There are only 8.
Sam Squanch has fucking got motherfucked.
Dog!
I'll tell you one thing.
Can I tell you something else?
What's up?
I want you to think, all right, in your brain.
I really wanted Levi to be a Titan, bro.
Levi's so much better than a Titan.
I mean, he doesn't need it.
No.
But I wanted to see his Titan form. Just
here's the other thing I want you to think about in your little juicy little brain.
Yeah, you're right though. I don't think it would have made sense for him to be a Titan.
For your juicy little brain. The Ackermans I don't think can be, but I want you to
think
about
you're right. Yeah,
so Erwin, the one Levi's dedicated to, gave him a mission. Did he succeed?
No,
the Beast Titan's still alive, right?
Yeah.
So he probably wants his run back, right?
That little fucking asshole. He's such a little pussy, bro.
Who?
Fucking running from Levi like a little bitch.
He's like, I gotta fix my tongue. Okay, Titans, please protect me, as he's running away on the naked ass camel. Oh my god, bro.
All right, we are 2 hours.
We are in. Anyway, next week we're gonna talk even more because you have 1 episode left, and I'm not gonna lie, there's nothing groundbreaking in the episode. Maybe
I'll probably tomorrow. So I normally use Sundays as my binge days.
We'll talk more about it off air. But anyway, thank you guys for listening. I'm the first ever belt holder. We'll come up with more reasons to swap and switch and stuff. But I hope you guys have a great weekend, and happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Shout out to all the mothers. I know a few moms who listen to this, so appreciate you guys. Shout out to my mom specifically and my wife, who is a mom now, obviously, too. So thank you guys so much